Hello everyone. Welcome back. It has been a long time and there's a huge fucking bug on my wall. What the fuck is that? Hold on. What the fuck are you? Alright, sorry, I don't appreciate bugs that are like 2 inches long and fly. That was whack. Hi, Ogie. It's good to see you. I'm so glad to see that you have your account back. And thank you very much for the tier 1 sub as well. Turn yourself up. Okay, hold on. My gain is max. Hold on. My mic is max. Really? I'm too low? Wow, that bug ruined my immersion. You sound clear on my end. Gino, it's you. I was gonna say, I got 100% gain on everything. Should be okay. But yeah, so, you need to be louder because you're gonna move away from your mic. You need to be louder. Okay, we'll see. Give me 1 second. All right, let me know if that's any better as I get back a little bit from the mic. Bumped up the gain a bit. We're just getting near the red peak, so we should be okay. Good on my end? All right, cool. So, it has been about 2 fucking years. Life happened, a lot of shit happened. We have not been able to play, but we are finally, hopefully, going to get back into a regular bi-weekly schedule and get through this campaign with everyone. So it's been a long time. We've had a number of players sub out, and we have some new people here, mostly just Cool Whip, who will be our new introductory player. He has never played, so we'll all be patient and let him learn with us. I'm going to go ahead and start off here with a recap. It's going to be a bit long-winded because a lot happened and it's been a really long time. So, no, I don't think I will. Be gentle. It's my first time. All right. So, our story began in the Holy Solarium Empire, a brutal religious empire ruled in the name of the sun god Solaris. In the capital city of Zenith, our party lived on the wrong side of that system, working with the small but persistent thieves guild led by Kaylee, a one-eyed drow rogue. The job was supposed to be simple: ambush a royal caravan carrying a massive donation to the church, kill the guards, take the gold, and disappear. But the plan went horribly wrong. The caravan was more heavily guarded than expected, and inside was not merely treasure, but the Princess Alina herself. After the alarm was raised, Solarium reinforcements arrived quickly. Zillow, one of the Thieves Guild members, was killed, the party was captured, and Kaylee and Auric were taken away for brutal interrogation. Rather than face execution, the party was sentenced to the island, a place where the Empire sends criminals, heretics, and anyone it wants forgotten. Before being loaded onto the prison ship, each prisoner was branded with the symbol of an eye. The voyage did not last. A violent storm tore the ship apart, scattering wreckage and prisoners across the sea. The party washed ashore on the island, only to find hooded cultists carving up corpses and harvesting entrails from the dead. After surviving the beach, the party followed a path inland and discovered Nathan, a trapped hunter from a nearby village of Moss Creek. They saved him from a bear trap and escorted him home before nightfall, learning along the way that the people of the island fear something called the Watcher. And mostly for the sake of Cool Whip here, I'm going to go ahead and just highlight on the map here, like, the adventuring path. So everyone kind of started here down south of Moss Creek, ventured up to Moss Creek, and that is where that is. All that we did together didn't mean anything. All right, so in Moss Creek, The party was welcomed at the Griffin Wing Tavern by Luna, a halfling barkeep grateful for Nathan's rescue. That night, strange dreams began. Darren dreamed of a grave marked Barry Walsh and heard the voice of Tyr urging him forward. Zephic dreamed of being hunted through the woods, finding a map of the island covered in the word lies. The next day, the party accepted a job from Jimmy, a hooded young man who wanted protection while visiting his father's grave. On the way, they fought gnolls, and at the graveyard, Darren recognized the place from his dream. Inside Barry Walsh's grave, the party found a strange purple stone and an ornate magical dagger. Jimmy then revealed himself as a would-be necromancer attempting to raise his father from the dead. The ritual failed, and his father rose as a monster instead. The party found that the dagger was enchanted to be able to cut through magic. After returning to Moss Creek, the party took another escort job, this time protecting Billy, a merchant traveling north to the larger city of Wildwood. Along the way, they passed a huge statue of a crowned man labeled Savior. Billy explained that it depicted Arlen, an infamous thief lord and wizard from centuries ago. Some noticed that the statue bore a resemblance to Luckman. It was also noticed that the statue appeared to be less than 500 years old, but to the party's knowledge, Arlen was executed over 700 years ago. Wildwood was a massive fortress city, far larger and wealthier than Moss Creek. The party stayed at the Dragon Axe's Tavern, run by Rust, a red dragonborn barkeep. During their time in the city, they witnessed an assassination carried out by a gnome in a blue cloak, fought in the gladiatorial arena, won a great deal of money, and defended Billy from the Wolf Rats gang when they tried to extort him for protection. An important bookkeeping note as well is that the party has assumed 2 contracts from the mysterious company called Cartbox. What these entail, the party does not know yet. Darren then had another dream, this time of an abandoned tavern called Din's Diner. After acquiring a used map, the party set out to find it. On the road, they passed an ornate carriage bearing a strange symbol, a skull pierced by a syringe. Later, another gnoll attack drew the attention of the Watcher. The party barely escaped through the dark woods and reached Din's Diner, barricading themselves inside. Din's Diner was a ruin. Blood stained the walls, bodies littered the rooms, and signs of an old massacre were everywhere. In the owner's office, the party found a portrait of the thief lord Arlen, a different type of strange magical stone, and a hidden passage leading beneath the tavern. Below the diner, the party discovered an ancient underground complex dedicated to Helm, an old god of light who predates the Solarium Church. The ruins revealed that Helm's followers once fought against the Solarium faith and believed they were protecting the world from something called the Thought Contagion. The party encountered remnants of this lost order, including a fading spirit named Sir Kazilmir, who warned that the stones were part of a key or gateway connected to Helm. The party recovered another purple stone, which fused with the one from Barry Walsh's grave. Within the joined stone, they could see a strange landscape crackling with purple lightning. After returning to Wildwood, the party crossed paths with Minerva, a mysterious half-elf in crimson cloak. She hired them to create a distraction by stopping another ornate carriage marked with the skull and syringe symbol. While the party stalled the guards, Minerva entered the carriage, and soon blood poured from its doors. She later escaped and paid the party handsomely, hinting that she may need their help again. The same night, alarm bells rang across Wildwood. The Dunhold Iron Bank had been attacked. Guards surrounded the buildings with spotlights and ballista, but the attackers had sealed themselves inside. The invaders wore blank masks and bore the skull and syringe emblems. They were not merely robbing the bank for gold, they were searching for hidden relics connected to the thief Lord Arlen, including an amulet capable of commanding an ancient black dragon. The party fought their way inside, battling masked assassins armed with acid-coated blades and mutated warriors who transformed after injecting themselves with green liquid. Deep within the vault, they confronted a lavishly dressed figure wearing a witch doctor-like mask. He claimed the party was too late, took the amulet, and escaped. Then the dragon came. A terrible roar shook the city as a dragon descended upon Wildwood's southern walls and set the city ablaze. Chaos consumed the streets, buildings burned, guards, civilians, criminals, and monsters alike were swallowed by a panic. Somewhere in the destruction, Billy was killed. With Wildwood falling behind them, the party fled north toward the industrial city of Angkor. The road had been long, tense, and strangely quiet. Darren, Zephic, and Luckman continue onward, carrying with them more questions than answers. The fused purple stone crackling with visions of an alien landscape. The name of the thought contagion, the mystery of Helm, the skull and syringe syndicate, the watcher in the woods, the dragon unleashed upon Wildwood, and the lingering shadow of the thief lord Arlen. There is also a stranger feeling following them now. At times, the party catches themselves counting wrong. Too many beds, too much food, a memory of someone speaking, but not the words. The space around a campfire where someone should be sitting. Maybe it's exhaustion, maybe it's trauma, or maybe something has been with them longer than they realize. As the road to Angkor stretches ahead, the story resumes.
Woo!
All right, so hopefully that jogs a little bit of memories there for some people. Ugh. So we are going to pick up here as Luckman, Darren, and Zephic are riding on one of the carts that they rented from Cartbox, taking one of those contracts in place. It's probably been about 2 days of travel so far. You've gone past the point where you originally turned left to go to the haunted diner, or should I say Din's Diner. And the road to Angkor is colder than the roads near Wildwood. The smoke from the burning city is no longer visible, but the smell of ash still clings to your clothes and packs. Ahead, the road bends between two walls of dark pine. Something broken lies across the path. A cart has overturned in the mud, one wheel still slowly turning in the wind. Supplies are scattered across the road. Bedrolls, a cracked lantern, a child's shoe, a torn satchel. Too much for one traveler, too many blankets. But you don't see any bodies. You do, however, hear some movement from beneath the wreckage.
I'm not the type that runs first, so I just want to see. Is anyone else gonna run in and help out?
I'm still working on my character sheet, but yeah, I'll move forward.
Then I will cautiously be behind you.
I wasn't really doing the thing when I figured out how to use the thing that you guys are using.
Oh, what, the map thing?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're yeeting around the map. All right, yeah. So, we'll say you guys are kind of like right on the edge of the woods here, right? So yeah, so you see this. So you guys are riding in a horse-drawn carriage, right? Presumably you stop the carriage upon seeing the scene. A couple of you are getting out and taking a look.
All right.
So
nothing else. I'll just take the lead then.
All
I'll
right.
walk on over. And I'll just,
So
hello, anyone there? Or...
So you all dismount and cautiously approach the cart. Luckman, you call out a hello, and you see a hand peek out from underneath the cart. Kale, you hear voices calling out to you.
So I just like answered back.
Yeah. So, what would if you're a little confused right now? You hear voices calling out to you. You're underneath a cart. You're not sure why you're underneath a cart.
Oh, okay. So like I call out, "Hello, can somebody help me?"
At that point, I'll be like, it's like, it depends. How'd you get down there? I don't know who you are. How about a name or something?
So-
Darren's gonna pipe up and be like, "This is a traveler in need. We can ask questions later." As I begin to try to lift the wagon off of him.
I sigh. I'm just like, fine, Jesus. It's always the do-gooder, I guess.
Talking to a paladin here, man.
So, as these very kind-hearted strangers start to assist and pull the cart off of you, their question does ring in your mind. Who are you? How did you get here? What happened? You remember, Kale, that you were traveling with others, but the details are foggy. You remember voices. You remember shared meals. You remember somebody warning you to not go to Anchor. And perhaps you remember some singing in the nights. But you can't remember faces, you can't remember names, you can't remember why you're going north. You can't remember a lot, honestly. You just feel confused.
He's fucking drunk, dude.
It was a DUI. I crashed.
So we're just like, well, I just can't leave you out here, I guess.
Yeah, so
Presumably me and Darren succeed in lifting this with
do
our
we roll
strong,
strength for
powerful
that,
muscles.
or-
no, with the three of you, you guys can pretty easily lift this cart off of Kale, and he's not injured enough to where he can't also lift underneath it as well. So you guys are able to get the cart off him pretty easily. And Kale, why don't you go ahead and kind of introduce yourself to everyone? Just kind of, what you know, go ahead and give us your name, what your character is like. This can kind of be like an out of like roleplay context, just so that everyone knows who you are.
Okay. I am Kale Draken. I am a warrior, you know, a fighter champion. I use 2 weapons. I dual wield.
That's impressive.
I nod my head slowly.
Playing with one sword wasn't enough for me. Oh.
Hey, that's fine.
I'm
That's
very-
fine.
Okay.
You don't have to put yourself there. It's good. It's good. Yeah. And for the sake of character introductions, especially since it's been so long, why don't we go ahead and just quickly recap what everyone's character is and a little bit about them. Why don't you go ahead and start, Darren?
I am a paladin of the Watchers. We protect the entire world from existential threats like weird elementals and stuff like that. But in between helping save the world from elementals, I decided to join a heist. It went kind of bad. Now I'm stuck on this island, and I have this nagging suspicion about a brother that I don't remember having. But somebody told me that I have a brother, and now I'm confused. That's kind of the gist of
I'm on the
Darren
back.
right now.
All right, Luckman.
They're just like, well, Kale, pleasure to meet you. The name's Luckman. I used to be a member of the circus, and now I kill mages. You can see from my loot on my back, and I just kind of take it out. It's like, I play instruments too. So out of context, I am a bard that specializes in close quarter combat.
All right, and then Zephic.
I'm a, what is it, Drake Guard? Drake Warden? Whatever they call
Drake
him.
Warden Ranger. Yep.
Yeah, I use a bow and I got this little dragon that fucks shit up, so.
I point at his dragon. I'm like, pretty cool.
Simple.
Dragon
Simple.
can
does
put
do
different
that.
elements and buff my allies, so.
And what was your
Darren nods
dragon's?
in the background? He does do that.
What was your dragon's name again?
I don't know if he does have a name
He definitely
on
had
my
a name.
character sheet.
Wasn't it your cat's name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I think so.
His name is your cat.
Boom, it's Boomer.
It's Boomer. Okay, yes. Hey, Goliath, how's it going, man? 6-month mod anniversary. Sick. How's it going? Good to see you. Okay, so with a bit of character recap out of the way, So yeah, so you guys stumble across this other adventurer, Kale. He seems abnormally confused for someone who's under a cart. But you know, you guys have been dealing with honestly a lot of strange shit since you've gotten to the island. Um, you do immediately notice a couple obvious things about Kale. He is also branded with the sigil on his wrist, like you guys are. So, you know, presumably he came here under similar terms as you guys.
He's an ally.
Yeah, so it is getting pretty late. It is later in the day. There is still the circumstances of the cart about, but you guys do have a functioning cart yourself, and you do have a bit of a plan. And to quickly recap here, so early on in the campaign, after you guys won the whole gladiator thing, right, you purchased this used map. The map had a number of like annotations and things on it. And I don't know if anyone wrote any like personal notes down anywhere, but this is what we're working with. So for reference, you guys are currently about on the edge of the woods around Wildwood, right about here. And you're going up this path to get up to Anchor. So you guys can go anywhere else. You don't necessarily have to go make a beeline to Anchor if you wanted to make any sort of deviations. That's up to you guys.
I think Anchor is fine. I think just after Wildwood got incinerated, that was the goal. I'm more than happy to stick with it.
Okay. Well, it will be about a 2 days in-game travel to get to Anchor. If there's anything that you guys want to do in your downtime before then, please let me know.
I'll ask to Kale if he drinks. Is he a drinker?
Hell yeah, brother.
How do you think he ended up in the situation he was in with his cart, dude?
And it was just like, well, maybe the driver was drinking. Maybe he wasn't drinking, and he was just an unfortunate bystander in it. We started dipping into what was Homeless Harry's alcohol content.
Who's Homeless Harry?
It's just like, just someone who used to be with us, a great fighter. He was in the arena, risked his life to gain us a great fortune, and he went on his way because we couldn't find enough alcohol for him. Hopefully he'll make it back one day.
No one could stop that man from being homeless. It was his goal.
He could have bought a house. He could have. He never wanted to sleep in the inn.
He
I don't
didn't
understand
need
why.
a house. He was homeless Harry. He made his house anywhere he went.
Homeless Harry was a gem.
You clearly look. I look flabbergasted in the conversation.
Brought a lot of good times to the group. We'll
Sounds
miss
like a
him.
stand-up guy.
We will never see his like again.
Yeah, you guys
squint.
you guys drink and reminisce over the adventures you've had so far, finding yourself that you feel like you remember more than just Homeless Harry. Homeless Harry was a face and a name, but there might have been someone else, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Our lovely other pilot. I don't remember his name. I don't have his name written down. So maybe the memory loss is correct. But our lawful good paladin that worked with the Watcher and always made me do weird shit. He always made me go on my way to help people.
So,
Doesn't it just feel so good to help people?
I think back to Jimmy and how I can't bully Jimmy anymore.
yeah, Jimmy was the necromancer dude in training.
No, it was blood magic. He
did fuck with some blood magic.
I was the only one who egged him on.
So, you guys booze it up, drink, kind of just have a mostly relaxing 2 days travel as you follow the road up north towards Anchor. As you guys get closer to the city, You see the massive industrial city of Anchor rising ahead of you. Its buildings climb into the sky in uneven layers, stacked one atop another in a disorganized sprawl of stone, iron, timber, and smoke-blackened glass. Sky bridges stretch between towers like webbing. The lower levels are cramped, dark, and stained by soot, while the upper districts gleam with wealth and impossible height. At the peak of the tallest structure, docked like a crown upon the city, is a massive airship. Before your eyes can settle on the airship, you see the massive towering walls of the city. Let me know if you'd like to do anything specifically as you guys are pulling up to the city.
I'm keeping an eye out for a nice, cheap place to rest, and probably the nearest cart box holding area for our cart.
True.
After
You do.
seeing this airship, Darren becomes curious and wonders why no one has left the island trying to leave on that airship, considering everyone who tries to leave by boat says that they never come back.
That is a good
Why
question.
have they not tried to fly?
That is a good question. You might need to find the owner of the airship to ask them that.
100%. I'm just wondering this out loud to the group.
If you're wondering it out loud, I'm just gonna look at just like, well, if they can't make it through the water, maybe it's something with the wind or the sky. Maybe the sky dragons. I
I'll
look
have
at
to-
Netflix dragon.
So really quick,
We'll have to ask.
my stream has a 5-minute ad break every hour now. We're gonna go ahead and use that 5-minute ad break as an opportunity to like get drinks and stuff. That way we're not like skipping content for anybody on the stream. So let's go ahead.
Drink time.
Yeah, drink time. Go get beer.
Drink time.
Sounds good to me. I can't drink right now. I'm gonna have
right,
some
right.
vitamin C and tea.
Do
But-
vitamin C.
Have fun on my behalf.
Go
boys.
get
Have
healthy
fun
drink
for me.
time.
Give me one quick.
I feel like such dog shit, dude. Today has been
feel
a
ya.
mission. Yesterday, after I messaged you, I started feeling a little scratchy, started coughing, and then next thing I know, I woke up this morning feeling like just complete dog shit.
Yeah, it's the worst. I'm trying to stay indoors so I don't get sick.
I feel that. No, there's something going around right now. It's fucking wild. But it is what it is. Yep. Not as young and resilient as I once was.
All right, Joe. I'll drink for both of us.
Please. Somebody needs to have fun. Ugh.
Hell yeah.
But since
I
we
pretty much
can-
have my character sheet done. I just gotta add the details for a few of my spells and add the level 5 shit.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Since it's technically, since you've never played Cool Whip, just so we can be a little productive during the 5 minutes. Just like Dark said, just ask questions. And if you think something sounds cool, just ask about it. And basically force Dark to improvise content on the fly.
Yeah, basically as the DM, my main job is just to be like respond to what you guys want to do and say. Now you can really put the pain on me at times, but like, you know, within reason, right?
If you're ever mad at him, just ask for the name of every character we run into.
Remember, every character is only as smart as Dark.
True.
Means they're all really smart, so watch out.
That's how the general flow state will go. So like now surviving the town, you'd think about like what your character's kind of interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Luckman's trying to be responsible, and he's like, I don't want to get saddled with like he's already not happy with the fact that we owe a debt to Cartbox, so he doesn't want to owe more debts to Cartbox.
I thought I got a subscription.
So
we did. Yeah, we did. That's correct.
Yep. So you guys took on it was from the shopkeep, you took his cart box debt, and then you took an additional debt when you took a cart rented from Cartbox.
But wasn't that what's his face? Wasn't that Homeless Harry that rented the second one?
I think it was you.
I rented the first one, 100%.
I just shrugged and said that it applies to the whole party, and Cartbox's magical blood magic just says, you're all responsible.
Oh no.
Yeah. For the sake
On
of
All right.
So yeah, Luckman does
So we
not
have two
enjoy
cartbox.
being in debt to people, necessarily.
Oh no.
So he wants to return this cart as fast as possible before
Well,
something happens to it.
You see, if that debt gets in the way of me stopping elementals from destroying the physical plane, I can just kill him.
we will see what happens.
I'm
All right.
neutral good after all.
Ad break is over. Thank you everyone for your patience. We can go ahead and resume. So, so you guys start rolling up into the city of Anchor here. The acrid smoke of this industrial town definitely assaults your senses. You see there are guards at the entrance of the gate. They seem to be screening people as they come in. And you do notice a pretty steady, refugee line here. Presumably other people from Wildwood have also traveled to Anchor after the dragon attack.
I'm in shock at how fast they moved.
So
I've been here longer.
We were on a horse and they beat us here. Oh my gosh.
So after a little bit, it is your turn in line. Two guards question you guys. Where are you guys from? Why are you coming to Anchor?
I guess since I'm probably one of the ones leading the cart at the front, it's just like, well, we came from Wildwood, that place that, the one that just recently got burned down.
Yep. Okay, that kind of explains it. All right, well, look, we have one simple rule here. Do not commit crimes or you will be hanged for punishment. And then they go ahead and flag you through.
Yeah, nod my head. I'm just like, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of space for hanging as I'm pointing at the verticality
Well,
of the city.
I want to ask the guards, being a paladin and being an upholder of the law, do you guys have any in particular, out there laws? Some places, they have a few laws that other places don't. Is there anything we should look out for? Anything that's a little weird around here that, maybe doesn't happen at the other cities on this island?
Stay away from the upper noble districts and do not cause public disturbances. You follow those two rules and you'll probably be okay.
And on my head,
Understood.
I'm like, these are very vague rules, but I think we can make it work. Where does petty theft work into this?
Hanging.
Okay, good. Just checking. Do you know where the nearest inn is? Anywhere you recommend? Also, do you know where Cartbox is? We need to drop this off.
Cart box you could find just right of the village square by the gallows. As far as inns, you could probably check out the Flying Fish. It's just down the street past Cart Box.
Perfect. Thank you. And looking back at the massive line, good luck, I guess.
He just kind of grumbles. So, you guys roll into the city. Pretty quickly you reach this central area here. You see a set of gallows in this little town square area. You see 10 bodies hang beneath a wooden sign that reads, "Criminals will be executed." Luckman, you actually recognize one of the bodies as a sailor you used to know.
A tear comes to my eye, and I restrain the desire to break out my lute and play one of our old melodies.
You're never gonna get the $10 he owes you.
I'm just like, he didn't owe me money. There was a bond on that ship, a bond of love. Familial love. Familial.
Yeah, so you guys are at this town square. Is there anything you want to do, or do you want to just head towards the cart box area?
I'll just head over to drop off the cart box first and
Definitely
foremost.
turn in the cart boxes before we incur any more debt.
Okay.
I'll let Kales and Zephic and Darren off, because I think it's under my name or something. It doesn't matter. But I'm taking pseudo ownership of the cart, so I'll drop it off.
So as you guys make a right turn to go down like the main streets, following the directions, you see a like a public signboard, and you see there is this older man writing on the signboard. The sign currently says "Look up" in all capitals.
I don't look up. I will not be commanded.
I look up.
You look up, you
look
see the towering expanse of the city along with the airship in the distance.
Okay. Thought it was gonna be something scarier.
What do you mean? It's the intimidating presence of the hanging.
I thought it was gonna be bodies hanging from chains or something.
Man, that would
All
be
right,
crazy.
Right?
This is with the gallows directly behind us. Who says those aren't chains, you know?
Okay.
All right.
So you head down a bit down the road. Sorry, what should I
Have we
do
passed
here?
by the... Yeah, have we passed by the flying fish yet?
No, he said the flying fish was
Oh, the way.
past. Yeah. Sorry.
Never mind. I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, I'll drop him off like a good Uber driver. And then I'll drop off the car. But no, it's in a different direction, technically.
All right, sorry here. Scrolling down to that section. Okay, so cart box, you pull up and to kind of describe the current area that you're in, right? This lower section that you've entered in is extremely grungy, dirty, and like filth covered. It is kind of like, you know, the poorest looking slums that you can kind of think of, right? Probably not too unfamiliar into the areas that you guys grew up back in the Holy Solarium Empire. Kale, you while you don't really remember where you were before, you do kind of recognize this kind of scenery as like something that you're used to. Now, something that stands out here is that as you guys pull up to the cart box facility, it is like this pristine, like glass, like bank looking thing, right? Like it is like a shining star amongst the filth, unusually so.
Bougie cart bank.
Yeah, bougie
Yeah.
cart bank. You guys pull up and you see an attendant in a suit. He waves at you and says, customers, I see that you are here to return our cart. Thank you kindly for getting it here in one piece. Is there anything we can do for you today?
Can we get any kind of like positive payment? We did get this thing out of a burning city for you. Or is this more like a...
Unfortunately, the way our contracts work is that it is simply your obligation to get the cart back to us in one piece. You do still have payments, which we will call upon when we are ready.
I squint at him, and I'm just like, no, of course, no. They look at Darren, it's just like, it's a good thing we're good people. And I just ask him for directions for how he wants me to park this thing.
Yeah, he leads you to like the rear of the facility, and you park the cart amongst other carts.
All right, park it, head back up to the guy at the front, and I'm just like, anything else we need, or are we good? Is everything fine?
Everything is fine. We will inspect your cart, and you'll be billed accordingly if there's any additional damage.
Wait, when are you inspecting the cart?
Well, we must make sure you upheld your end of the contract.
She's like, no, I want to be here when you inspect. I would like to the cart be inspected. What if you damage the cart and then you blame it on us?
Well, you didn't take video evidence of your cart before you returned it?
Video evidence? What am I, a wizard?
That's crazy.
We can't afford a horse cam.
All I got is this instrument. I can play you a song. I can tell you how I felt when I got the cart. I can tell you I feel a lot sadder now.
Well, you're welcome to hang out here while we inspect the cart.
I looked at everyone else, just like, if you guys are going back to the inn, feel free. Get me a room. Have a drink prepped for me. I'm gonna make sure that we don't get gypped here.
I'll
look
wait
to
here with you, friend.
the horribly ostentatious
A
building
French-
in the projects.
A friend should never be left to wait by himself. I'll wait here with you.
I know, man,
So
it's just like, appreciate that, Darren. Definitely, Kale, if you could get us something at the end.
I'll wait too, because I don't trust this place.
Nobody
Get a room
trusts
at the end.
Oh no.
okay, so you guys
wait
hang
too.
out for a bit. You see 3 more individuals dressed in suits come out of the building, and they all like meticulously spend the next hour inspecting the cart, like looking for any kind of damage, just nodding like okay, and like checking like notepads, seemingly referencing old data on the carts. And after about an hour, they turn back to you guys and say, nothing more than just normal wear and tear, so there won't be any additional charges being billed today.
As they say that, it's just like, we got this thing out of a city that was burnt down. Keep that in mind. You're welcome.
Oh, we have in our typical wear and tear reports, we notated that.
And I nod my head.
Every scratch is accounted for.
Yeah, and you guys are welcome to go. Please let us know if you need any other carts in the future. Do remember that now that you've signed up for our service, you are welcome to come and borrow carts at your leisure.
I walk away. I don't even offer that a response. I just leave.
I thank them for their professionalism, as I also walk off.
All right. So, you guys continue down the road towards the Lucky Fish Tavern. Probably a couple 100 feet down on the right, you see a pretty rinky-dink looking tavern. There is a golden-looking fish hanging by one chain outside the front. And as you walk in, you see a tavern filled with mostly, how can you say, probably not the most pleasant of patrons. But there is the smell of alcohol and at least somewhat cleanliness in the air, and food is cooking in the back. You see a big burly barkeep in the back who nods as you walk in.
I wave my hand. I go up to the front. I ask for a drink. And then I'm going to ask, what is public intoxication like here? Can I take this drink outside?
Yep,
Or do I
that's
have to drink
fine
it
as
in?
long as you don't cause any public disturbances.
I nod my head.
And if you
just
do, you didn't get the alcohol here.
I nod my head again. I'm just like, perfect. What was your name? Extend the hand.
My name's Dan.
How's your Dan? Name's Luckman. We'll be trying to stay here later, but I need to, if I could get a drink, I need to pay my respects to an old friend.
That'll work. It's 1 copper.
Pay the copper, get the drink, wave everyone goodbye, and I head over to the gallows where I'm gonna pour one out for the homies.
All right, so Luckman gets a beer, heads back to the gallows. What does everyone else want to do?
I'll also get a beer.
All right, you also get a beer. You find that you somehow have a bag of silver.
Sweet. Beer money.
Okay,
As I'm
so
leaving, I'm gonna ask
I'll
someone
just
to
chill
get
in the
room out
tavern
of the way.
with my beer.
all right, so Kale's gonna get a beer, start drinking. Luckman, what was that?
Now that I'm gonna, as I'm walking out, I am gonna ask someone to get the room
Okay.
for room and board.
Not being up to drinking, Darren will go and secure rooms for the party.
All right, so
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna ask the bar or the innkeeper what the room situation looks like. Are they single rooms, double rooms, etc., and try to get the best deal I can.
There are double rooms. It's 5 copper a night per room. Seeing as how there's 5 of you, you'll need 3 rooms, correct?
Sounds about right.
All right, so that would be 15 copper.
And I'll pay that, and then I'll just collect from people later.
If you want meals, it'll be an extra 2 copper per person. So 10
So that
copper
would-
a night.
I don't even remember how much money I got.
Yeah, we're rich. Don't worry about it.
know
We're
what?
rich. We got like 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I know the arena
We
fucking.
did get a reward. We did get a pretty big one. I gotta write that down.
I think based off the notes that I have, we should each be sitting, assuming everything was evenly distributed, which yeah, it makes sense, right? Fair enough. We should all be sitting on about 400 gold a pop.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also some like about again going to my notes. We have 800 gold in just like raw gems. But those are hard. You gotta technically break.
Yeah,
those
we
down
gotta. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to find a
dealer of some kind.
Yeah, somebody who's looking for something like that.
Welcome
I'll just
to
cover the
inn.
rooms then at 50. It said it's an extra another 10, so 25 copper total.
It was
for
yes,
all?
Seven
yes.
per. All right.
It was 2 copper per person for food, and then 5 per room
Yeah, so
per night.
that would be for one night for everybody, food and everything, 25, give or take, copper.
Yes.
All right. Let me just
Right.
mark that.
That's my man. I love how he haggles with the DM.
Yeah, that's right. Math.
Hate math. Right. Got it.
All right.
And,
Dan hands you 3 keys, giving you rooms all next to each other. He says, keep it quiet after dark. Dinner will be down here, or it can be delivered at your room, whichever you prefer.
I will take the one room that's single, or I'll take the one room that's alone. I'll go to everybody else that's drinking and eating, hand them their keys, let them know where their rooms are, and then I will have my food delivered to me in my room.
Okay. So you give a key to Zephic and Kale, and then Luckman is out at the gallows, which I guess technically you're not aware of, since he didn't say where he was going, but you go to your room, and when you get up to your room, basically you find kind of the simplest of accommodations. There's a very simple nightstand. There are 2 not the cleanest beds, but mostly just like a blanket over a very firm old feather mattress. Zephic, what are you doing?
Just kind of hanging around.
Just hanging around? You getting a beer with Kale?
Sure, I'll get one.
All right. So Kale and Zephic are getting a beer together. Darren goes up to his room, and Luckman went off to the gallows. Luckman, what's your plans?
So once I'm at the gallows, God knows if this is going to be a crime or not. We're going to figure this out. I will stand vaguely in front of where the sailor that I know is. I will pour out half the drink onto the ground, and then I will drink the other half.
Okay.
As straight as I can, basically just chugging it. And then in loose respect to the great times we probably had on those boats together, I will play a song on my lute to kind of mourn his passing.
Okay. You do that. There's not really any guards necessarily around the gallows. There are people who are, walking by a lot, but no one really pays you any mind. And you get to reminisce in moderate peace.
I loved him like a brother.
What do you do after after that?
Assuming no one bothers me, is there anyone?
Hi,
else
Panda.
that's,
Welcome
like,
to the stream.
Official.
You can certainly catch like a guard like patrolling every now and again.
Okay, I'll try to catch one. As I walk over to him, it's just like, question for you, real quick, boss. If you have a second for me.
Yeah. What do you want?
Is there logs anywhere about why certain people were hung?
You would need to go down to the guard station if you wanted to find out more.
I nod my head and just like the guard station. What are the hours? Would it be fine if I showed up now? I'm interested in how, and I point to the sailor buddy. Just like I'm interested in what caused him to be up there.
Well, you can go to the guardhouse. They take visitors 1 hour after sunrise and up until 1 hour before sunset.
Do I have time? No, that's the DM question.
It's later in the day. Like you probably
That's not
have
tomorrow.
time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then I'll just head over real quick to try to get those records.
Okay. So the guard gives you instructions on how to get to the guardhouse. It is a little bit away. So assuming you're going to go ahead and travel there, it's going to take a little bit of time. Let's shoot back over to Darren. You went up to the room. What are you going to do up in the room?
After eating, I'm going to put down my shield and my sword on the table, or did that before eating. But then as I go to undo my armor and retire for the night, I get down and say a prayer. At the edge of the bed, I pray to Tyr, and I thank Tyr for giving me the strength to get through the forest, for, helping us get through the Watcher, sending me the signs, and just an overall just prayer to Tyr for being where I'm at before getting ready to take off my armor and retire for the night.
Okay, so Darren, you're doing your nightly ritual, and you're going to go ahead and get an early night. Shooting over to Zephic and Kale, it seems like your, new party member, Kale, Darren, he's gone upstairs. He's not coming back down. You kind of figure he's probably going to be gone for the night. Zephic's hanging out with you, and fuck knows where Luckman went. He's been gone for about an hour as you guys have been sipping your beer. What do you two want to do?
I mean, are we just getting one drink, Zephyr?
Come on, man. Only one?
I'm only gonna drink one.
I'll drink two.
Yes!
Gotta stay sharp.
That I'm cool with. Just hanging out or going to bed afterwards. Retiring to the bed chambers.
That's what I'm gonna do with the dragon curled up at my feet.
So,
thing's pretty big now, so it might be a big problem.
So Darren did hand you guys 2 keys for 2 additional rooms. So someone will presumably need to think of Luckman there. But you guys can go up to your rooms otherwise. As you kind of start heading upstairs, Dan calls out and asks, do you guys want your food upstairs, or are you going to come back down tonight?
I forgot
I'll come
about
back
the food.
down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come back down.
Okay. All right. So you two head upstairs to your rooms. Are you going to do anything specific, or you're just kind of like resting?
Maintenance on my equipment, I guess. I don't know.
Equipment maintenance. Okay. Kale, same thing?
Just collecting my thoughts after
Collecting
my
your thoughts.
crash.
All right. Yeah.
The trauma. It's so deep.
All right. So swapping back over to Luckman. You continue to travel through this like seedy, grungy city, passing like a number of just like homeless people, beggars, injured, like lying down back alleys. Occasionally there is a guard patrol, just to kind of keep order whenever you kind of see like a scuffle happening. Guards bring them up, sometimes publicly beating them if they're too rowdy. But eventually you make your way to a somewhat better looking building, which is the guardhouse, and you see 3 individuals posted up outside.
And I show up to one of them, I raise my hand. This is like, afternoon, gentlemen. I guess early evening, based off the time. Could I bother you for a moment of your time? I would like some records on someone you executed recently.
All right. Go inside. Go talk to the cleric. The cleric, he'll assist you.
He's like, perfect. Thank you very much.
So you walk inside. Nothing of note. There are a handful of guards kind of walking around doing equipment maintenance, just chilling, drinking, whatever. You walk over to a desk and you see, more of a robed guard, still armored, but, seems to be of a faith. He's polishing his glasses and sees you coming up and says, well, what can I do for you?
Yeah, sir. Great. Pleasure to meet you today. I'm looking for the records for someone you recently executed. Name of Michael. Yeah, just making up a name.
Yeah, sorry. So I got a name for you. So the name
okay,
of
perfect.
your friend is Kelrin Mott.
All right. So looking for the records of Kelvin Mott. He was recently hung. I assume recently, anyway. His body seemed rather fresh.
Yes. So he says, all right, just a moment. And he kind of goes into the back. He pulls out a ledger and he starts fumbling through it. Something that you kind of notice here is that there are a lot of ledgers on the shelf where he pulled that ledger from. So
Many hangings.
So he thumbs through the ledger, and he's like, "Oh, here we go. Let's see, Kelrin Mott. The official charge is public disorder and sedition."
Sedition.
Yep, that would be it. He was
Is that all it
hanged.
says?
He was hung
Just sedition?
3 days ago.
No, just sedition.
Just sedition.
Just- No additional details on that.
No additional
What type of-
details.
It
Seems like well, he scrolls through a bit, and let's see. The guard who charged him says that he was screaming about a missing crew.
I nod my head. Like, is this guard around? Can I speak with him by chance? I'm just saying, there's a large difference between public disorder and sedition.
Let's see. The guard that sentenced him. Let's see. Mike, he is off for the day. You would have to come back. He'll be back in 2 days.
I nod my head. It's just like, perfect. Sounds good. Thank you very much. I'll be back in 2 days then.
All right. Yep. And please remember, do not disturb the peace.
Yeah, so as I'm like halfway walking out, I come back and was like, about that, yeah. So like that's very vague. I don't really understand what disturbing the peace technically qualifies. Do you have like a general handbook or anything? Like, do the homeless that are outside begging for money, does that count as disturbing the peace, or?
Yeah, you want to not yell, don't disturb others, don't interfere with others' goings and comings, certainly don't interfere with any kind of guard activities, don't interfere with any kind of highborn nobles or anyone from the upper districts. In fact, just don't go up to the upper districts at all, as far as that goes. Yeah, just, if a guard tells you to do something, just make sure you listen.
No, it's like, okay, that's great, but so like, you're saying don't disturb people, so like, someone disturbed me, I could just get them killed? Is that correct?
Well, that's not quite how it works, but you could certainly call a guard if you feel that you're being disturbed.
I nod my head. I'm just like, okay, great. I just wanted to get a proper gauge. It is my first time in town. I don't want to be up there. I want to try my best to not be up there, I should say. I don't think anyone particularly wants to die.
Yep.
But I also don't want to, have a wrong conversation with a salesperson and then get murdered because I asked them why is the price too high,
Yep, I do remember a bit of something about your friend, since it was only a couple of days ago. You say that you came alone, right? He also said that he arrived alone, but he kept screaming about his missing companions. Considering you are also his companion and someone who arrived alone, make sure you don't fall into the same fate.
And nod my head slowly. It's just like, all right, you tell that guard I'll be back. I would love to know how he classifies sedition.
Yep, come back in 2 days. Mike will speak with you.
Yep, so it's just like, all right, take care. Careful in the night. Hopefully no one says anything weird to you. Bye.
We could all hope. All right.
Under my breath, I'm like, God damn, this place sucks.
All right. So you head back to the inn.
All right.
All right.
Is anyone still downstairs so I can figure out where the fuck I'm sleeping?
I'm gonna say that you're probably getting back at like dinner time. So, Darren, you get a knock on your door, and sorry, you get a knock on your door, and your food is delivered to you. Zephic and Kale, you guys are served in the tavern hall. It is a fairly simple, like, unknown meat with some potatoes and carrots and a stew. While you guys are munching, you see Luckman returns a bit after dark. And Dan nods to you, kind of gesturing whether you're going to eat with your companions or if you want it up in the room.
No, I just point to my companions.
Okay.
I appreciate that he even remembered who I was. Be like, oh shit, he knows who I am. Nice.
All right. So I'm assuming you take a seat next to them, and Dan brings you over a bowl of stew.
Let's just sit down with them. Just like, so how would you guys classify sedition?
I don't even know what sedition is.
I'm nodding my head. You know, just like, right? That was my problem. You know, they paired it along with like public disorder. Apparently, public disorder and sedition are very similar concepts. I know what public disorder is, but like, apparently they'll just kill you for that. It's crazy. This place sucks.
There you go.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Ion Claws. Welcome to the stream.
That's what it feels like. Like, were they all just like out there saying bad things about the god? It's just terrible, terrible place. So I guess what I'm saying is, if all four of us come together and we all accuse someone we don't like about disturbing the peace, we can get them killed. And I look for accepting nods or disapproval.
Accepting nod. I give you an accepting nod.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I dap him up.
I think we need to get out of the city quickly.
You say it's just like, no, I think we're fine here. I think we, as long as we work within the city. Where would we go? There's not really anywhere else. But I do agree. I'm not super thrilled about being in here. Maybe we could find some work at the end. We're gonna have to find some work at some point. Otherwise, I don't know how long we can coast off of our money. But I'm not one to sit on my laurels. I'll tell you that. Otherwise, how are you feeling, Kale? I see that you look somewhat disoriented.
I'm feeling better, just a little hungover.
Not bad. It's just like, you're still hungover?
A little bit, but feeling better now that I have dinner and companions.
I raise my hand. I order another set of drinks. I'm just like, that should help.
Dan brings you over another round of drinks.
I just start drinking. Yeah, we cheers. Just like, it's like they say, you can't be hungover if you're drunk.
Exactly. He gets it.
So while you guys are yapping and drinking, you see the tavern door opens again, and in walks a very finely dressed middle-aged man. He has a cane, a top hat, a monocle, and carries a rather ornate-looking longsword at his hip. He looks around and announces in a loud voice, "Attention, peasants! I, Sir Robert the Great, am looking for competent assistance worthy of witnessing greatness. The pay is extravagant. Is anyone here interested in a hunt?"
I'm instantly in front of him.
Okay, Luckman, what's up?
I teleport. I instant teleportation right to him.
Sorry, Zephy, you were saying something?
I didn't hear what he said he did.
Oh, he fucking
I just
yeeted.
ran over the moment he's just like, there's great pay, and I'm right in front of him.
All right. So Luckman bounces over to him extremely quickly. Zephic and Kale, you remain seated, or do you get up too?
I'll
I
remain
cautiously
seated and
approach.
hear him out.
All right. So, Sir Robert the Great looks down at you and he says, "Ah, you are interested. Perfect. What is your name?
I extend my hand. It's just like, pleasure to meet you, Sir Robert. My name is Luckman Walsh. It's I heard pay, great pay.
Great pay, and it is not Sir Robert, it is Sir Robert the Great. You may also
yes, of
call
course.
me Sir Robert the Great, or Peerless Huntsman of Angkor, or Slayer of the Crooked Worm, or Breaker of the Moon Boar, or future court-appointed Master of Beasts. Any of these titles are fine, but do not forget the Great if you use Sir Robert. Now, Luckman, yes, I did mention extravagant pay for rewards. You will also receive the reward of being in my presence as we take credit for a kill of a great beast. So, have you slain many beasts, young man?
I almost died to a dragon. Does that count?
I would say that kind of counts.
I survived.
Now, is it just you, or do you have any other ill-begotten friends?
Well, there are technically several more of us. I could take the requests over to them. We would all need to agree together, to be fair. I'm not one for dying by myself.
Perfect,
But I wanted
perfect.
to get some additional information from you. Are you by chance from the Noble District?
That I am.
And not my head. It's just like, do you know things about the airship?
The airship, yes. That is unfortunately not my airship. That would be property of the Walsh family.
And on my head, and it's just like, great. Some of us were a little curious about that. I guess that they can ask you themselves later. I'm just wondering, like, how well connected you were, and you seem so well connected, Sir Robert the Great.
I am. You know, maybe, just maybe, I can maybe get you an introduction should we succeed in our hunt later. Speaking of which, the hunt. Yes, we will be departing for the hunt in 2 days' time on the morning. We are going after a great beast called the Lurker.
I nod my head and just like, all right. So I'll confer with my party, and you can feel free to look for others if you're interested. How can I contact you, assuming we all agree?
Meet me at the front gates at
On the day
sunrise.
On the day of the hunt. All right.
On the day of the hunt, at sunrise, we leave promptly.
I nod my head. It's just like, and the pay? How much is the pay?
The pay is 500 gold for your assistance.
I nod my head, like just very approving of that. Just like, great. A pleasure to meet you, Sir Robert the Great, and thank you so much for this lovely opportunity. As I'm like looking at anyone else trying to co-opt this and be like, well, we want to do it. And I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah, you see a lot of the patrons have kind of like avoided his gaze.
All right, perfect. And then I walk back to the table with great news, everybody. We have a job.
Yeah, so Sir Robert the Great leaves after interacting with you, and kind of the commotion returns to normal in the inn. And yeah, you've been hired.
I explain to them the job, and then I go, and maybe we could kill him and take his stuff. You never know, maybe he dies during the hunt. He seems important, and I kind of don't like these nobles.
I think getting involved with him is gonna get us hung.
As you say that, I'm just like, I think no matter what we do in this town, we're gonna get hung. I would like to just get a payout and leave, but it's kind of pointless to show up here and do nothing at the very least. They do have that airship.
Oh, hell no. We're getting into that rich district.
I call Darren from up top so he can come back down and not in.
Darren, you're sleeping.
I know.
It's like, Darren, we got a job. It's urgent.
Are you coming up and banging on my door?
Yeah.
All right.
You open the door. So it's like, actually, it's not that urgent. The job is in like 2 days, and I explained to him all the details.
All right. So.
Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Sounds fishy.
Yeah, but it could get us up into the district with the giant airship. It is a noble, a really conceited one that maybe we could kill.
I think it's a good idea, but we should find out everything we can about this lurker in the 2 days we have and prepare accordingly.
I nod my head. I'm just like, Also, if we could, if we're going to be doing this kind of sleuthing thing, If you find a guardsman named Mike, let me know if you find out where he lives. I need to talk with him. And unfortunately, this lines up with our hunt. I'm not going to be able to talk with him otherwise.
Yeah. So you guys basically have one full day to tomorrow being like the free day, right? So yeah, so obviously you guys are welcome to do whatever you want in the evening before you take your rests.
I play some music and I see if I get booed or not.
You seem like you get a pretty warm reaction from the tavern. In fact, you even get a couple, copper tips here and there.
Every tip that I get in copper, I use it to buy them a drink.
Hey.
If they give me a tip, I tell the barkeep to give them a drink.
You are instantly very popular. All right, so Luckman is boozing up people and doing bard things. Zephic and Kale, you've had 2 drinks each, potentially, or 1 drink and 2 drinks. Dinner time has passed. It's getting a bit later in the night. You guys want to do anything specific, or are you just going to retire?
I asked to pet Zephic's dragon.
Good.
Sure, if they'll let you.
Sweet. Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, why don't you give an animal handling check?
What do I do for that?
All right, so the way rolling works, right? So you will pull the d20, which is the second from the bottom on the tool. So you roll and then look at your character sheet, and on the left-hand side, there is a stat called animal handling, and there's a number next to it. You'll add that to your roll, which was a 2.
That's so bad. I have +2 in animal handling.
All right, with a 4, I'm gonna say you attempt to pet Boomer, and Boomer like nips you on the hand. He ain't feeling it.
Maybe some other time. I don't know. Maybe he's just
Okay.
not feeling it tonight.
I then sadly return to the bedchambers.
Yeah, so how are we splitting up? You guys have 3 rooms here. Darren took his own room. He's off by himself. You have 2 more keys for 2 more rooms. So someone's...
Well, I guess then I ask who I should room with.
You feel very room with me is what I'll say. If you can't decide, you'll eventually just show like it'll be the inverse. I'll just show up in the room that you get.
Okay.
Because I will be doing
then
this playing
return
music
to the
shit all
bedchamber.
night long. Well, until I'm told to stop anyway.
So, is Zephic and Kale rooming together and Luckman's by himself, or what?
I mean,
Oh,
I'll leave
I
that
kinda-
up to Zephik. Or
I kind of want to take a room by myself so I can have one of the beds for my dragon.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, wait for me.
Okay. Zephic, you take one of the rooms by yourself. You hand a key to Kale. Kale, presumably you let Luckman know that you guys are bunking together. Darren, something for you since you were rooming by yourself. Dan brought you 2 bowls of food. And left after that. So Luckman, you play into the night. Zephic, you go to bed relatively peacefully, and Kale, you go to bed before Luckman. And the night passes uneventfully for everyone, unless you wanted to do anything else after or before you go to bed, Luckman.
Nah, I'm doing that. To be fair, since we're talking about the lurker thing, if I see anyone that looks like a hunter, I'll probably just ask them as they drop a tip down, if they drop a tip.
basically everyone that walks into this tavern looks like just like a very simple
worker.
peasant or worker.
Yeah. But I'll keep that in the back of my head, but I'm not really expecting much info out of it.
Gotcha. Okay, so 1 second here. Where did I write those notes? Okay, so that night, after everyone has gone to bed, a couple of you have dreams. So, Darren, this evening you have a dream where you see your god Tyr. But Tyr looks at you pained. He looks injured. He looks cut. He looks like he's been wounded. And he looks like he is about to almost shed a tear. Zephic, your dreams this night, you dream of a mansion on the side of a mountain cliff. There is lightning raging about, and you see this bluish hued statue of a man that is wearing a crown and holding a gleaming sword. And then, sorry, 1 second. Okay, now, Kale, you also have a dream tonight. You find that you are walking through Anchor, but it is not the city that you saw today. The smoke is gone, the gallows are gone, the sky bridges are different. The city is older, cleaner, and stranger. Purple light pulses faintly between the stones like veins beneath skin. You are being chased. You do not know by what. You only know that you cannot stop and cannot turn around. Cannot let it see your face. In your hands is a journal. Your journal. You know this the way you know your own name. You open it as you run. Every page says the same thing, written again and again and again in your own hand. Beware the thought contagion. Beware the thought contagion. Beware the thought contagion. Then you find one page that says something different. It does not kill the mind, it moves in. And then you wake up with the taste of copper in your mouth. And you all wake up. It is now morning.
I had a great night.
Anyone else trip balls last night?
I look at him and just like,
I had a troubling
Ah.
dream.
I look to
I don't like this place.
Darren and it's just like, man, you didn't even drink. As far as I know, anyway.
You had one beer too many.
And I asked him just like, do you want to share? Does anyone want to give us your premonition?
I share with my dream that I had and said it wasn't that weird, but it was I had a dream.
I say Tyr sent me a bad sign last night.
I also share my
Usually.
dream.
I slowly nod my head. And I'm just like, I
That
wonder if
was
they
really
have
scary.
therapists around.
That's crazy.
Is there anything you guys want to do based off those dreams? I mean, like, I'm pretty good as long as we hunt this lurker thing. Hopefully we'll all live, to be fair. I assume we're all doing some information gathering today.
I expressed that I want to leave this city soon. Freaked out from my dream.
Slowly nod my head. He's like, well, I mean, if you could wait long enough for us to get to the Noble area and maybe figure out what's going on with that airship. You know, maybe the airship could get us out of this town, right?
True.
The
I
city's
also want to do that
kinda
mission
shady.
too.
Want to
man.
get involved with the fucking nobleman? I don't know, dude.
No, he was just like, well, Yeah, it was like, well, I don't necessarily want to, but it does forward our goals of maybe getting off this island if that's our like general modus operandi per se. I also don't want to be like a peasant for all of my life.
True.
Like, I'm okay leaving the city, but like, how about we just see if like maybe the upper areas are pretty good.
So, you guys have a basically full free day here. What do you guys want to do? You have obviously a lead on something called the Lurker that you're going to go hunt tomorrow with Sir Robert the Great. But you know, what do you want to aim towards? Thank you for the lurky, Renfrey. Good to see you.
Although that I'm probably doing the information gathering, but I'm bouncing around in my head how that could look. So if you guys have ideas,
I would like to ask a guard where if there's not a library per se, but like a bookstore or something, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys get your morning meal at the tavern and then head out. You pretty quickly are able to find a guard, and the guard directs you to travel up to kind of like the mid-level of the city. He kind of gives you some directions to a like half library, half bookstore.
We get different armors and stuff.
You can actually go look for I mean, this is a big city, so like if you're looking for like shops and stuff, you could certainly probably find stuff.
Look for like shops that specialize in like medium armor, light armor, and bows and stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna do a party split at that point then.
all right.
Okay, so who all is planning to go for like the bookstore?
I am.
Me
Yes.
dumb.
Okay, so Darren and Luckman, or no?
Me dumb. Me better at people talking.
Okay,
I could go to the bookstore to do better people talking.
all right. So you are also gonna go to the bookstore then.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how we split up, but
Okay.
that could work.
And
I'm
Kale,
gonna be wandering the streets a lot, looking through the shops. I don't know what.
you're gonna
I
go
have
with
pretty
that.
good. I have pretty good charisma too.
Okay, so we're like gonna do like a 2-2 split. All right.
Wait, what?
So
What kind of information am I trying to gather here?
Anything on the lurker? What type of enemy it is? What does it have weaknesses? Does it have strengths? Does it have multiple appendages? Is it gonna
I guess
eat my leg?
Any and all information on the lurker.
Yeah, the
Well,
more
like-
concerning, the better.
While I'm like walking around, I guess I'll ask people if they've ever heard of it or anything or know about it.
okay. So all right. So Zephic and Kale are going to search around for like an armory so you can buy some weapons or armor. In the meantime, you are going to interview random like people is what you're gonna do.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Okay. And then Darren and Luckman are going up to the mid levels. Kind of like the city is kind of divided into like 3 sections. There is like the lower section where like most of the industry, filth, slums, production stuff is like that. The mid level has a lot of the shops and stuff. And then the upper level is the nobles district. So you guys are gonna kind of be making your way to the same level, just I guessing going different routes. So as you do, we're gonna go ahead and it's gonna take Darren and Luckman a little longer to get to the library. So Zephic and Kale, why don't you go ahead and give me a charisma throw to attempt to like get someone to like talk to you.
Alright, let me see if I can figure out how to do this again. I gotta use the owl bear thing to do this now?
Unless you have a d20 on hand, you can also roll a d20. But
I don't have anything like that.
okay.
So wait. Alright, so it
So
would be
the top left is
my
the
persuasion, right?
This is just going to be a raw charisma. So just look at
Oh,
your
okay.
charisma. There's a number underneath. Just
Plus
add that.
3.
Yeah. So just roll and then +3. Well, that's cool.
I got a +1 though.
People scorn you.
Nah.
How do I roll?
The d20. It's the second from the bottom on the dice.
Wait, why did I roll 2?
Good question.
Oh,
Re-
if you
reroll.
click it twice, you can choose how many.
Alright, hold on.
He's double
Oh,
rolling.
that's somehow accidentally clicked it twice, I guess. Here we go. Oh!
A 5
Damn,
plus 3.
These dice are rigged.
8. That gives me 8.
All right, 8. So as you're kind of walking around, basically most people don't really acknowledge you. You kind of call out to some people, and they just kind of ignore you.
Lucky, dude.
Oh man.
So what is it specifically? What kind of shop are you looking for?
Like, I guess I got a pretty good bow for now. Maybe some, like, armor, some kind of medium armor and stuff.
Okay.
A leatherworking place, I guess. I don't know.
Really quick,
I guess
we're hitting another 5-minute ad break. So let's go ahead and take 5 real quick. Get your drinks, bathrooms, whatever you need, and we'll be back in 5.
Sorry if I'm getting really quiet. I fucking coughed myself into a headache, so I'm just trying to
Nah, you're good. I'm trying to
talk as little as possible. Oh, God.
taking the lead as much as I can while letting everyone else breathe. Everyone gets a chance to go into the arena of roleplay. Let's be right back.
Oh, I fucked that up.
I gotta pee real quick.
Back. Because I'm also back.
Ugh. Yep. Add almost over, and then we can resume. Alrighty, ad break is over. Thank you everyone for waiting. We'll go ahead and pick back up here. So, is everyone back here as far as the party goes?
Amen.
I never left.
All right, I think we're all back. All right, so Zephic, you were looking for a shop that has armor. Seeing as you're a ranger, presumably you're looking for more leather stuff. So,
I
are
can use medium armor.
okay. So you are pretty easily able to find a number of armory type shops. Being as this is a pretty major city, most common stuff is going to be pretty easy to find. So what is it that you specifically want to buy? Medium armor?
Yeah.
Okay, so medium armor. So one of the smithies, really probably more of one of the leather workers. Let's see. So medium
I mean,
armor.
for medium, it would be chainmail and stuff like that too, probably. So
Yeah.
smithy would work.
So medium armor has a couple different options, right? So there is hide armor, chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, or half plate. Some of these fuck up your stealth rolls. So kind of up to you on what you want to get. So let me see.
What are my options that don't fuck up my stealth rolls? Because I mean, I don't really use my stealth that much as it is.
So the best thing that you can get is breastplate. It will give you 14 AC plus your dexterity modifier with a maximum of 2. So you can have a 16 armor class.
Jesus.
What do you have currently?
14.
14? Okay, yeah, so that'll boost you by 2. Breastplate runs 400 gold.
Well, goddamn, that's all my gold probably. But
I think you
increasing my armor class works for my dragon too, so that's why I kind of want to
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
get some better armor.
Luckman, you said everybody's got about 400 gold a pop, right?
Yeah, 465 according to my notes.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll deplete most of your gold, but you do have the money for it.
What is the breastplate fucks up the stealth roll though, right?
No. Breastplate's the best thing without fucking up your stealth roll.
Oh.
Some stuff, but yeah, basically the heavier the armor, heavy armor basically always has stealth disadvantage. I think breastplate is the highest tier of medium armor, right?
The next highest is half plate, which does fuck up stealth rolls.
Stealth rolls, yeah.
I'll fucking buy it. Fuck it, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Get more gold.
Yeah. So just go ahead and deduct that 400.
Did you say no? Did you say no?
No, I said hell yeah, brother.
All
Money's
right.
meant to be spent.
It'll work for my dragon too, anyway. So.
Yeah. So you get 400, or sorry, you spend 400, get half plate. Kale, since you're also shopping, we'll go ahead and just say that you also have the same gold to spend as the rest of the party, unless anybody else has a problem with that. So is there
You
anything?
can give him homeless Harry's gold that he left behind. His gold, homeless Harry said he needs no money.
Is there anything that you would think that you want to buy?
Well, I think I already have a breastplate, so
I think we
This-
did hear you
yeah.
out with, because you were coming into the party. What's your AC at?
16.
Okay, yes, you do have breastplate as well then. Yeah. So you could go higher if you wanted to spec into heavy armor, but you would get the disadvantage for
The stealth rolls.
yeah,
With
exactly.
him having no vitality, right? That'd be probably pretty good. For him.
My Is there like any other types of armor I can look at?
So as far as heavy armor goes, basically there's ringmail, chainmail, splint, and plate. Splint armor is the cheapest thing that you can get. That's good. That would give you 17 armor class. The next one up is plate, which gives you 18, but it's about 1,500 gold.
Yeah, for reference,
Yeah,
I'm using
that's what I'm
Splint.
rocking. I'm also
I'm
rocking
on-
Splint.
And splint's 200 gold. So you could upgrade, get one extra AC, but you will have disadvantage with stealth.
Yeah.
We ain't sneaking. We ain't a sneaky
Yeah,
party.
me? Nah. Me run in. Me loud. To be fair, me also have instruments, so like
Is there like any other equipment at the shop?
What are you looking for?
Well, I don't have anything else equipped other than the breastplate.
I mean,
so-
I'm assuming that if we're at an area with like a shop like that, there's gonna be other shops like that around it.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff
you could
that.
probably find most things that you're looking for, and like you have breastplate armor, right? But like it is like it's how would you say, like kind of like
A
a
weapon
full.
would probably be, if you can afford a better one.
So magic weapons will be a little harder to find, and probably very expensive.
are you sword and board? Are you using two-handed sword, one-handed sword?
He's
That's another place.
dual wielding.
Oh, true,
I
that's
would-
right.
I would love a magic bow.
That's correct.
You got a magic bow. You have it's a +1. That makes it magic.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So for you, Kale, so you have like gear, right? Like you're not just like wearing
yeah,
like a
like my swords aren't bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you're not just like wearing like no pants and like just a breastplate, you know what I mean? Like you have
Oh, no.
like armor on.
I'm
It's
not
to
sure.
justify the intimidation.
But like, can I like look at boots or like headgear or anything like that?
I think the way that they basically do it is it's like a set. You get me?
Yeah.
So like it's a full set of like armor
Okay.
called breastplate armor, right? So like it comes with like a helmet and everything, right? So it's not like it'll buy like a helmet and like greaves or whatever. Occasionally you can like find like magic items. So like there are like gauntlets that are like magically enchanted or boots that are magically enchanted. So like if you want to find some like magic boots or something, that could be a possibility. Let me see. Magic boots. Let me see. Looking up a table here. Usually magic items are pretty expensive.
Did I buy mine or did I find it?
You found that bow somewhere. I don't remember because it's been so long, but you found it. Oh yeah, also, if you want to, your current breastplate is more expensive than the ringmail, so if you wanted to, they would just give you 200 gold to swap.
Wait, what?
For Kale, because he's got breastplate,
Oh.
but if he wants a ringmail, it's 200 gold cheaper, so they'll like trade you.
Oh, so like I get 200 gold on top of the.
Of the better armor,
Armor.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Okay, so you can go ahead and increase your AC by 1, and you can add 200 gold to your inventory. So as far as boots go, ooh, let's see. You are able to find some boots that are called boots of speed. However, they are 4,000 gold.
Woo! I cry. Well, obviously I can't afford that. so-
Yeah. Yeah, their magic items can be pretty expensive. especially good ones.
So just so I can note it down, I'd be at like 600 and something gold.
Yeah, what was the? It was you guys were at four what?
It's 465.
460. So you'll have
Okay, so I'd be at
665.
6. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you do that. You get an extra AC. You get some gold. Zephic's got more armor as well. Let's go ahead and swap back over to our other two guys here. So Darren and Luckman, you guys traverse through the city. You get up to the middle level, and you follow your directions to come to a library of sorts / bookshop. What are you looking for?
Books. Why am I trying to look? I'm talking to the nearest librarian.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
ask
smarter than me.
anybody who works there for any books retain with the title or with the name Lurker, Lurking, or Lurk, and I will grab all of those books.
Yeah, I'm offloading. I'm like, have you ever heard of Sir Robert the Brave or the Great? He's trying to hunt this thing, and he wants our help on it. Like, we're looking for more information.
I've not heard of Sir Robert the Great, but let's see. I've not heard of something called the Lurker. However, you see the store attendant leads you over to a section called like folklore. Maybe potentially you could find the thing you're talking about here.
I nod my head as I turn back to her, and it's just like, you haven't heard of Sir Robert the Great? And I just like read out his entire, like any of these titles.
Nope, can't say I have.
Must be a really shitty noble.
Oh, there's a lot of nobles.
There's a lot of nobles.
Yeah, there's quite a couple of them.
Like, look at her, I'm just like,
Can't
this
simple
society doesn't make any sense.
simple person like myself. Not really my business.
Maybe I should have asked him for his last name or his family name.
All right, so why don't you guys just each give me a raw luck check on like looking for a book?
So do you want to do D100
Is that
or do you want to
charisma?
do D20?
Just
Or
D20.
is
Just
that-
just roll a D20.
Just raw D20?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
each roll a
alright.
D20.
All right.
Just a raw D20, baby.
I
Got
rolled
him.
an 8.
I rolled a 10! Woo!
All right, so you guys spend the next couple of hours just pulling book after book after book out in the folklore section, reading all kinds of random bits and information. Luckman, after about your 4th hour of looking at books, you finally find a passage of a tale on something called the Lurker. The tale basically reads as there is a great monstrosity that lives in the woods southwest of Angkor. The beast is as big as houses and eats farmers' cows and the like. It causes massive destruction and has been a threat for an unknown amount of time.
I take that book all the way back to the librarian.
Okay. Oh,
It
you're
is like-
back.
Just like, yeah, so I think I found something related to the thing we're looking for. I'm very tired. And I put the book and I point to the passage. And I'm like, I think this is what we're looking for. Does this look familiar to you? Could you really help me out in any capacity? I'm not that smart.
You see she kind of like looks and squints and reads over the passage and says, no, honestly, I've never heard of it.
But like other books that maybe are related to this book, maybe in context of this passage.
You see she's like, let me go ask my manager. And she goes in the back and returns a few minutes later, and she's like, no, I mean, there might be another book in the folklore section that perhaps talks about this thing, but I mean, I saw you guys over there for quite some time. I'm sure you've kind of seen that the folklore section Talks about a lot of different monsters and such. You know, they're kind of called folklore for a reason, right? They don't really exist most of the time.
But like, you're an expert, right? You work here.
Oh
you
no,
know
I'm
this library.
I'm kind of like a dark fiction myself.
I sigh. And I'm like, can I talk to? Do you have a specialist? How about your manager? Is your manager a specialist?
My manager, yeah, he likes reading graphic novels.
Deep sigh.
Leave him in the back. Leave him back there.
He's like, that's it. It's just no one's a
I
specialist.
think we've gotten all we're gonna get out of here, Luckman. Perhaps we
No.
should try our luck elsewhere.
I put my hands on Darren's shoulder. I'm like, no, they need to learn. They can't just work at a library and not know what's in their own shelves.
No, it's honestly our folklore section is kind of unpopular, just like the politics section of the library.
Deep sigh.
Makes sense.
So, can I keep this book? Can I bring it back some other day? I need to show this to other people in case they may know better.
You can check out a book. There is a 20 gold reservation fee.
Does that mean I get it back?
Yeah, you get it back upon returning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I pass off the 20 gold.
Okay. She like takes down your name, information, takes your gold, and like puts it like in a slip.
Yeah, I nod my head and just like, appreciate your help. We'll be back. I don't know, 3 days from now, maybe 2 days. And I'm not sure how long this hunt will last, but I'm sure this book will be helpful for making sure that we make it back alive.
Well, you guys have fun now.
Yeah, it's just like, nope, thank you. And remember, if we die, it's on your head.
That's okay. We'll keep your gold.
As I'm walking out, like at the door, it's just like, we have a lot more, we could provide it if you help. And I just leave.
Okay.
I turn to Darren, and I'm just like, this was the worst library I've ever been to. At least people-wise. Books-wise, I think it was fine. I think it had good books.
Okay. So, obviously, in-game timeline right here. You guys spent the majority of the day, like, looking through books. Zephic and Kale, your shopping spree probably didn't take that long. If there's anything else you guys would like to try or explore, before we kind of like converge timelines, just let me know.
I think I'm good.
I can't really think of anything, honestly.
Okay. All right. So, I'm thinking here you guys would probably choose to meet back up at the tavern, unless there's anything you would want to do beforehand, Luckman and Darren.
I have other ideas, but I think meeting up at the tavern is good. Touching base,
Okay.
showing them the book.
So it's like early evening, right? You guys get back to the tavern roughly around the same time. Yeah, what?
I have a book. Who can read?
No one can read.
I'm not very
fair.
smart, but I mean, I can read.
I mean, I can also read, but my intelligence is 8. I am not a
Average
smart man. Full stop. Yeah, I show them off the book. And presumably just so that they could be aware of the same information we have.
Yeah.
And after that, I will pick up the book, and I'm going to walk over to the innkeeper. For Nexus, I just saw put a thing that says technically just because you're intelligence 8 does not mean you can't read. It does mean I can't hold much information. And be aware that I am stupid. Because my wisdom is like 10.
He can read sometimes.
I can sometimes read. I rely off other people reading for me.
Hey,
But my goal is to head to the innkeeper, show him the book, show him the passage. Dane, right?
Dan.
And ask him if there's ask him if there's any like pseudo specialists in the area that are good at this.
Okay. So, basically, you go up to Dan, you kind of explain, I mean, he's already aware, right, from seeing what happened. But you show him the book, and he kind of thinks for a moment, and he says, I mean, if anybody would probably know anything about this lurker thing, if it's real, I mean, I would say probably your best guess, based on me reading the passage, would be to interview farmers out in the Southwest, but that would take too much time. Probably your next best, if you could find any of them, there are hunters that go out and hunt the woods. I mean, they might have seen something. You could run around and try to find them. There is a hunting quarters on the west end of the lower district. You might be able to find somebody.
I closed the book, and I'm like, sounds like a plan. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate all of your hard work. And I
Yeah, no
hand him
problem.
a couple copper as keep that for yourself, or pay it off to people for free drinks to keep them less rowdy, more rowdy. I don't know.
That sounds good. Thank you very much for your generosity.
I just go to the party. I'm just like, apparently there's a hunting guild. They may know things. I start walking off with the book, whether they follow me or not.
Okay. Does everyone follow Luckman?
Yes.
Sure.
I will.
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
So you guys make your way off to the west end of the lower district. Takes you about roughly an hour to navigate to the west end, but eventually you kind of find these hunter area where you see a bunch of individuals like skinning and quartering like deer and things like that.
I find the most important or seasoned-looking veteran, and I show him the book, and I'm just like, "Do you know about this? Does this look familiar to you?"
So this gruff-looking ranger guy, who's got his hands deep in the entrails of a deer,
I look
bloodied,
disgusted, by the way.
looks at you and says, "Can't you see I'm busy? Why don't you go ahead and roll a charisma for me?"
I'll take it. Persuasion, good.
Sure.
This sure as hell ain't intimidation. Yeah, just persuasion. Okay, that'll be with a +6. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Let's see if I've learned how to use them. Jesus Christ, that's a 10.
A 10. Everyone rolls terrible.
Yep, that's a 4 + 6.
Go.
So this guy looks at you. He kind of like grunts and says, "I don't have time for tourists around here."
As he says that, I'm just like, but have you heard? Okay, let me change topics here real quick. I'm very sorry to bother you. I know you're busy. Have you heard of a man called Sir Robert the Great?
Do I look
fashions
like I
him-
know nobles?
No, but he does fashion himself to be like a really great hunter. He talks down to everyone. I think he thinks he's better than you, and I think you're better than him. Which is why I'm coming to you for help. You know, I'm trying to appeal to his sense of like he's a good guy. Like he knows his job, right?
Man, do you have money?
I have some.
All right, give me a gold.
I give him the gold without even having a second thought about it.
All right, you see he takes his hand out of like the throat of the deer and grabs the gold, very purposely getting blood on your hand, and then puts
I
it
cringe.
puts the gold in his pocket, and he says, "Yeah, I've heard of Sir Robert the Great or whatever. It is occasionally comes around here for hunting stories. I've also heard of your lurker as well, and it is real. I've seen it bite a cow in half."
Mm.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Basically, he wants to hunt it, and we want information and a kind of passageway to speak to some of the greater nobles, and we want to not die while we try to accomplish that.
Well, the best thing I could say is don't let it grab you and don't let it bite you. You'd probably die. It's really big. It's green. It kind of looks like it's covered in moss or like vines. It's quite the monstrosity, really. It's honestly fucking terrifying. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing trying to hunt such a thing, but honestly, good luck.
Have you noted? Do you have any stories of like things it might be weak to? I mean, like honestly, the fact that you're telling me it's green means it's very good. It's something we could keep an eye out while we approach the area of wherever this man thinks we're hunting it.
I want to ask him if he has any poisons or toxins that he's gathered through his hunting that we may purchase.
I could certainly sell you some poisons. I use poisons all the time for my hunting. Whether they'll work on the lurker, I have absolutely no idea. No one has ever tried to fight the thing. It's kind of common sense to run from monsters like that, so...
I figure if it's eating cows, it should be easy enough to poison up one good cow for it.
I look at Darren and I'm just like...
Hopefully, that can help us. But, what kind of poisons do you have?
I have some essence of nightshade. I've also got a little bit of look, okay, hold on. He pulls you in close. This will cost you a fortune, but I can sell you a little bit of dragon venom.
And I'll ask him what would be your price for this dragon venom?
I'll give you a vial of dragon venom for 50 gold.
50 gold.
As he says that, I'm just like, but wouldn't you?
And I ask him really quick, I'm trying to barter with him. What if I brought him a trophy from the lurker after killing it?
A trophy from the lurker. What would I do with a trophy from the lurker? Let me think here. The lurker has 2 great horns on its head. If you bring me those horns, I will reimburse you for the dragon venom. How about that?
Sounds like a fair compromise. And I put out my hand and shake.
Wait.
Go for it.
Can I use my persuasion to try and swindle him to only one horn?
You can certainly go ahead and do a roll for persuasion.
Alright, let me try this. This is what I made my character for, I think. Hold on.
As a fellow hunter, right?
So what would it be?
So you'll roll a d20, and then you'll look at persuasion and add that number to it.
Alright, so that's a +6. So. Alright, please let me get one good roll.
That one.
It's over it, dude. It's over, dude. That's over, dude. So that'd be a 7.
Yeah.
+3. Could I also try?
You could also try. Or here, actually, technically, instead of
like 2 horns, that's a little ridiculous considering you won't even try to hunt this thing.
Sorry, really quick. So what it'll be is you will give him the help action, so he can roll with advantage.
Again.
So Zephic, go ahead and roll again.
Someone got to roll good today.
Oh, roll a d20?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
roll
just roll
again.
more
Yeah.
time. It can't get worse than 1.
Fucking
See?
Christ.
That's not
Alright,
worse.
let's go back to the tabletop, dude. I don't like this one.
That's 11.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so 11. He's like, he looks at you and he's kind of like, look, to be completely honest, I don't think you guys will survive this encounter. So if you make it back, I'll take 1.5 of the horns. Okay, how about that?
I can live with that. And I'll hand him the 50 gold now. Let me just reduce that from my thing. All right. So I have now handed him 50 gold, and I now have a vial of dragon poison.
Yeah.
Or dragon
venom. Dragon venom. Yeah.
venom.
Got you.
Yeah.
1.
By the way, Zephic, there's a thing called
Dragon.
fairness. You can click that and roll 1 dice like up to 2,000 times to check your odds.
I demand fairness be tested. Oh my god, this is going to take an eternity. I should not have done that.
Does it just continuously roll it?
Yeah, and it actually shows you every individual.
That's
dice roll.
crazy.
Well, I'll just leave that there. We'll see how that works. If I need or don't need to roll. It's
Okay.
funny.
So, so you get the dragon venom from him. He thanks you, and he goes back to ripping the guts out of this deer that he's working on.
All right.
I look back at everyone and I was like, well, that was more information than I was hoping for, honestly. We even got some poisons out of it. So, Darren, I love that idea. So we're going to get a cow, we're going to just poison the cow and then have it eat the cow? Is that the idea here?
Well, first we need to find its hunting ground, and then set up the perfect stage for a kill.
I nod my head. It's just like, great idea, great idea. Hopefully Sir Robert the Brave knows what the fuck we're doing. And he knows where we're hunting this thing.
It's always nice to have your own plan, just in case. It's always
No,
nice to plan for others' incompetency.
Yeah, I have zero faith in this man, especially after apparently no one knows who he really is.
Okay. So,
Fair assessment.
it is getting later in the evening now. Is there anything you guys want to do, or do you want to head back to the tavern?
No, I think I'm satisfied.
We got the poison, we got the info, or at least as much as we're fixing to get, so yeah, I think day well spent.
Okay. So you guys head back to the tavern. Quick question. Who has the magic dagger?
Probably me.
And who has been holding on to those magic stones?
I believe I do.
Yeah, that would
I
make
think
sense
I
if
have the
Darren's holding on to
stones.
them. Mhm.
Because I think I found at least one of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
you found one and I found one, I think.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I
How
would
many do
probably
we
go-
currently have? Do we have two or do we
Two.
have three?
We have two.
Okay. So
Out of,
let me
I
just
think,
put that
3
down.
or something.
2 magic stones. I think there are 3, but we have 2.
Yeah, exactly. I have written here, third of Teleport Morganite.
Okay. So, you guys walk back to the inn. While you're on your way back to the inn, you notice a child quickly bumps into you, Luckman, and then walks away.
I grab him.
He
Instantaneously. We're in the slums. I trust nothing.
go ahead and give me a opposed acrobatics / athletics.
Acrobatics.
Like
Okay, I was
whichever's
gonna say-
whichever is better for you.
100%
He's
athletics.
going to basically make an opposing roll as he tries to like wiggle out of your grip here.
All right, perfect.
Am I within range of this? Like, am I here while this is happening?
You guys are just like walking together, and like this like a street urchin like bumps into Luckman and
It's
like
you.
tries to take off.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
22.
22. Okay.
I'm
So
good at this.
this
This is
kid-
what I'm good at.
So this kid bumps into you, and you just immediately fucking yoink him. He rolled a nat 1, so
That's
Uh,
he deserves. I
yeah.
snap his neck.
he
I
gets
was
like
asking because I was about to hold person him anyways. He wasn't gonna get far.
he
The
gets
fucking, I snap his neck.
he gets
No,
half
no,
a
no.
step before you grab him by the neck. You conveniently see that he has your magic dagger in his hand. What do you do?
I take the dagger back. I put a silver in his hand. I put him back down, and I'm just like, you tell all your fucking street urchin friends that they don't pickpocket me or my people, and you take that as payment. That sound good for you, kid?
Yes, sir. I won't. No one will do the job anymore. I'm sorry.
The job. This is a job.
He looks terrified.
I pick him back up, and I'm just
I'm
like,
gonna-
look, I'm
I'm
trying
gonna-
to pay you here. I was the one being nice when you were trying to rob me. You can at least answer my damn questions.
Go ahead and roll your choice of intimidation or persuasion.
It's the same. I think intimidation is more fitting here. Anyone want to help me intimidate this kid?
Yeah, sure. I'll play good cop to your bad cop, and I'm going to get down to eye level with him and be like, "It's all gonna be okay, young one."
All right, go ahead and roll that with advantage.
That is a 24.
Okay. All right. So you see the kid looks like he's about to cry. He's like, I don't know. Just look, sometimes we're given jobs. The butler guy, he told me what you looked like. He said you had a dagger and he told me to steal it, and if he did, I would get a reward. I'm supposed to meet him on the edge of the mid levels on the east side of town this evening with the dagger. Please don't tell him that you caught me. He'll kill me.
I nod my head. And I'm like, anyone else got a dagger?
I got a short sword.
Yeah, I only have a long sword. I don't just keep daggers on me.
Yeah, sorry, because
I have 2 daggers.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God. I look at you, it's just like, can we just have one of your daggers? Maybe we buy another one for him later. We'll reimburse it, I guess. I take back my silver, I give him a dagger, and I'm like, look, kid, I've been on the bad side of things before. Don't take jobs from strangers like this. Just give him this dagger, and hopefully he'll just be mean to you and be like, you grabbed the wrong dagger.
The kid looks at the dagger, and he looks at your dagger, which is like very obviously different looking. Like yours is like a really like ornate looking, like purple gleaming like thing, and like you hand him just like a normal like steel dagger. And he's like, no offense, I appreciate you, but like he specifically said the fancy dagger. I don't think I can bullshit my way out of this one.
I drop him down, and I'm just like, well, it's a shame I only had this dagger on me now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fanciest dagger you saw on me.
I'm gonna go run away now.
Are you gonna keep the dagger? Like, I'll take the dagger back.
No, I'll keep
Darren
the dagger.
Wants to stop the kid, and he says,
Okay.
wait, we'll go with you to the drop-off. I want to know who sent you to steal from us. We'll have a conversation with them.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
worry,
gonna
young
die.
Don't
Look at
worry,
Dad.
young one. I will I will kill him before I let him hurt you.
Oh,
I
I'm
look at Darren,
super
I was
gonna
just like-
die.
I was like, I swear to God, I was gonna do that just like without telling him, but I mean,
Are
like, fair enough, I guess.
Are you
We've
sure I
already told
can't
him.
go?
I'm not sneaky, dude.
I look at him for a minute, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not either. You're right. You're right.
I just look over to Luckman and I'm like, and I look over at the three of us wearing splint armor.
Heavy plate mail armor.
I don't think we're gonna follow him quietly, friend. I don't think that was ever in the card.
I sigh, still holding this kid. I'm just like, well, kid, you heard it.
I mean, he'll be hard to miss. Are you sure I have to go with you?
No,
You
I
won't
think
have
you have
to. Just point him out.
I mean, he's probably gonna be.
He has to go with us.
He's probably gonna be the only butler guy hanging around late at night.
I nod my head. I'm like,
Completely
yeah, this is why you gotta go with it. You know, if you want plausible deniability in this kid, you're gonna have
know
to
what?
take us to him.
I'm about saving children. Let's let him go. I give him another silver and I say, hey, stay out of trouble.
I take back the dagger. I'm like, if you're getting the silver, you're not getting the dagger. It's one or the other, kid. What do you want?
I'll
You want
hand
the
him another
dagger or the silver?
I'm gonna
Thanks.
hand him another 5 silver and tell him this should help you stay quiet and out of sight for some time.
Thank you,
Just
kind
Keep your
sir.
head low until the coast is clear.
I'm gonna move to another city. Thank you.
It's a smart
look-
idea, kid.
I
Smart
look
idea.
baffled by this trade deal.
Yeah, he's so confused. You see the street urchin runs off for his life with the like 6 silver that you've given him.
I give Kale the dagger back. And I'm like, well, Kale, you get to keep your dagger. I appreciate your cooperation.
And then I
in
just
this.
go to Luckman. I wonder how many days he'd have to steal to make 6 silver. Maybe we'll never know.
If he was trying to like break out the dagger without really thinking, even as careful as I was with not getting magical items stolen, I just now like whip it out like who gives a shit. They're just like, well, I mean, if they're trying to steal this thing, I assume this would probably net them a couple of gold.
Yeah, so the kid
then
takes
everyone's
off.
away.
He disappears. Yeah, so you've got a little bit of lead. It is getting late, so you can go do that, or you can go to sleep, whichever you prefer.
No, I think we gotta figure out why we're trying. Who knows that we have this is important? Because if they know we have the special plot artifact, that's a problem.
Okay. Well, you guys were given a location, the eastern entrance side to the middle level district. You've kind of like figured out from the day that you've been here that there's like only a few like levels up So there's only like a few like different like ways you could get there. So it should be fairly easy to find, but how do you want to like approach the situation?
Kelly, you're good with giving me the dagger again, right?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna have this dagger hidden, and I assume if they know who the target is, I'm probably the one who has to step out and like confront this. Zephyr is good at stealth. So, well, I mean, comparatively, I don't know how good at stealth he is. So he can try to sneak up on this guy in case things go bad. Me and Darren are shit at stealth. Kale, I think you're shit at stealth because you just bought your splint mail.
Yep.
So I guess the three of us walk up because the chances of us succeeding is -0. Real negative chances of succeeding, but Zephyr can try to be like a surprise attack, if anything.
Before we just go into this, remember, cannot cause a public disturbance, even at night, I assume. So
I nod my head. Just like, yeah,
let's
no
just
suggestion
talk with
either.
him. Let's just talk with him and see if we can get some information out of him. No need to kill a butler, so to speak.
I nod my head in approval.
Okay. So, all right. So you guys are going to proceed towards the east end. Zephyr is going to stealth up first, then you guys are going to follow. Is that correct?
I think
it would be smart if he scouted the area.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Just because the three of us, we're loud, clunky sounding men.
Okay.
Especially at night without, like, the normal commotion of the city.
Yeah,
Probably gonna stick out a lot more.
Okay. So, you guys get pretty close to where you kind of estimate the, like, meeting area is. Zephyr, if you're going to scout ahead, why don't you go ahead and start off with a stealth roll for me?
I'll give him one of my very, very many bardic inspirations that can technically hold for
Give me
an
1
hour.
second.
Okay.
So the way the bardic inspiration works means that, because it's a little different in 2024, he'll roll his stealth if he fails. Apparently, because in the past it used to be you had to decide prior to finding out if you succeeded or failed. So this is if there's a failure, you can then spend the bardic inspiration to maybe succeed. And my bardic inspiration is, I think, a D6. I'm trying to find that for you.
I think it's D6. D6 or D8. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also... it will turn into a D8. No, it's a D8. It's at level 5, it turns into a D8.
Okay. So you're D8 now.
Yep. So he has a extra D8 that he can add to, because of the specific type of bard that I am.
Yeah.
He can add it to a skill check, an ability check, or an attack.
Okay.
He can't add it to damage, I don't think, because that's a special thing that I do for him.
Right.
So I need to be involved for that. Yeah, that's cutting words.
Okay. So Zephyr, or I think he said, hold on.
Yeah. And that should be fine to do, like, in a stealth perspective, because I can give him the inspiration, and apparently it lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Or rather, he has an hour to use it.
I think he can roll and then add it to it if he wants to.
Yeah, that's the goal. It's going to be, apparently with the 2024 rules, he'll roll it. You'll tell him if he passes or fails. If he does fail, he can choose to add the bardic then, and maybe that gets him to succeed. Which is...
All right, so
Thank you, I guess, you know? Thank you, 2024.
So it'd be plus, what would I add to it?
So you're going to add your stealth to it. And then if you roll low, or if you want to decide that you want to use it, you can also add a D8 of bardic inspiration to it.
Well, I got a +9 to stealth, though.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your D20. That's a 19.
Yay, 19.
Yeah, so if you feel like you want it higher than a 19, you can also roll a D8 and add that to it.
And if you're happy with the 19, you can use the D8 later.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you keep the D8.
Right, it's like a reserve thing.
I thought
I played
it
it
only
pretty
lasts an
slow.
hour.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to get a chance to use it within this hour. I have 3 of these. It's not the end of the world.
All right, so use it or hold it.
I think I'll use it just in case.
Okay.
All right.
with another 4.
Okay, so a 23.
23?
All right, so you stealth up, sneaking through the shadows of the city at night, and you get to this meeting place, right? And you see, as the kid described, there is a butler individual standing on the stairs. He keeps like looking around a bit nervously. He's looking at his like stopwatch, checking the time. You could see he's like clearly like a bit agitated. He's like tapping his foot. It seems like he's probably guessing that the kid's late.
Okay, I don't know what to do about that.
Well, if you were just scouting out the area, you might want to go back and relay that to your companions.
Yeah, I think I'll go back and do that.
Okay. So you relay your findings to the group. Now, obviously, with your stealth roll, you could probably sneak up on this guy if you were trying to go for a sneak up on him. However, for everybody else, you can make a group stealth check. It would be unlikely that you would,
Yeah.
you know.
Would be rather low.
Yeah. So whatever you guys think you want to do here, just let me know how you want to approach the situation.
I look to Zephyr and I'll be like, just him? No one else? Really? I don't know.
I didn't really try and look for anybody else, though, did I?
You did not specifically say. You did just clearly clock this guy standing out in the open.
I look back to
So
everyone else.
how are we gonna handle it?
No, clearly, if we're gonna try to not murder people, we need to walk out and have a conversation with them. But maybe you stay hidden, and if something goes terribly wrong, you hit him first before he hits us. Or if you find that we're about to get murdered, you raise an alarm so that we can be on alert.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So how are we gonna play this out exactly?
So based off that, I think it's Darren, Luckman, and Kale walk forward. Zephyr plays flanking maneuvers.
Okay. All right. So Zephyr, you can keep your stealth. You're going to sneak
range
up.
support or whatever, and send my dragon in if I need to.
All right. So you're gonna slink up and try to get the best kind of flank that you possibly can on him. Meanwhile, the other 3 of you are going to roll up and approach directly. So as you kind of do that, you see the butler guy obviously sees the 3 of you coming. He waits like until you guys get a bit closer, and then he calls out and says, "Are you the 3 who are supposed to be retrieving the dagger? I thought we hired a kid."
I bring out a normal-looking dagger, and I'm like, "Yeah, we found the kid. He had this dagger on him. Did you want it?"
Wait a minute.
I'm not stopping my motion. I'm walking until I'm going to keep walking forward until I'm within about 5 feet of him, unless he tries to run away.
You see, he looks at you. He kind of like seemingly like makes recognition, and he's like, "Oh fuck, they fucked up. What the fuck? Oh, hey, look, I'm not trying to. I like he like raises his hands like I'm not trying to pull anything. I'm just doing what I'm told."
And I look at him and just like, "Yeah, you were told to grab a dagger, and here, look, I have a dagger right here. This is the dagger the kid had."
Yeah, that's definitely not the dagger that the kid had.
No, what are you talking about? I would know. He tried to take it off me.
Sorry, give me 1 second, guys.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss, folks. Admit to nothing.
Yeah, he looks at you. He looks pretty confused, and he's like, "Yeah, that's totally the dagger. Can I take that and go?"
Yeah, I try to hand him the dagger. It's like, but before you go, why were you trying to take this dagger off me? Could you specify this for me?
Well, my employer has me do things, and clearly I did things in not a successful kind of way. So I'm gonna take that dagger and disappear from the town before.
And your employer is... I need to know in the future, like if I need to have more daggers on hand, you know?
Yeah, my employer is the lady Christina Walsh.
And on my head. And I was just like, you're far more forthcoming than the kid was, I'll tell you that.
Well, I might as well be forthcoming because I can't go back now.
And on my head.
You see, Lady Walsh does not accept failure.
And she's the one that apparently owns the airship, if I recall.
Oh, yes, the airship. Yes, that is part of the family's property.
Nodding my head.
Not necessarily just hers, but it is part of the Walsh's family.
I turned to
Darren
Darren.
wants to pipe up. What if you didn't fail?
What if I didn't fail?
What if you didn't fail?
I mean, I would certainly be eternally grateful. But, yeah,
She
I
said
was...
she wanted the dagger, but what if you brought the dagger's owner with it? What if she made a fair offer for it instead of trying to steal it?
Purchasing the dagger. Yes, we could certainly purchase the dagger. That would work. How much do you want for it?
Well, first things first. We want to know why she wants it. An item is only as valuable as the person who wants it.
Well, I'm sure you can understand. I personally have absolutely no idea why she wants a dagger from the four of you.
Well, of course.
You know.
That's why I would like to ask her in person.
Okay, fair. I think I might have a way to not be executed and not have to abandon town. Okay, so, how about this? Lady Walsh is very busy, okay? I cannot secure a meeting, but you might be able to meet with her and maybe sell the dagger to her. Can you come back here in 2 nights' time?
I look
That
at him.
sounds perfect. We have a hunt planned for tomorrow, so 2 days' time sounds just about right.
Okay, that works great.
As Darren says that, I'm just like, also, we might not be alive in 2 days, nights. So is
And
it
at
our...
that point, they'll collect it off our corpses, Luckman.
Well, I'm not sure if there'll be a corpse to collect from if this goes poorly. Is what I'm getting. I show him the book. I'm like, do you know anything about this creature here?
Good idea, Luckman. Good idea.
He looks at it and he's like, seems like peasant tales. I've never heard of such a thing.
I nod my head. It's just like, no, that makes sense. It makes sense. Do you know a Sir Robert the Brave? Sorry, the Great.
Sir Robert the Great. I think he is one of the lesser nobles.
I nod my head. I looked at Darren.
And I let him know that just in case we don't come back, he'll likely find the dagger with this beast so that he has something to give his master.
I appreciate that.
As a paladin, I do not wish to see the help die to a cruel master.
And where are you guys potentially going to die at?
Oh, I have no idea. You should talk to Sir Robert the Great.
Sir Robert the Great is in charge of our expedition tomorrow. If your lady is as connected as you say, she could ascertain much more information than we could.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'll keep that in mind. So I'll look into that and appreciate you guys being so understanding. And I'll see you in 2 nights' time. How about that?
Yeah, I nod my head. It's like, oh, earlier. Maybe she'll send someone to make sure we don't die to the giant beast, you know? Just putting it out there. It's gonna be hard to hunt.
I want to try and deceive him here.
Okay.
So I want to try and tell him. By the way, if you try to send someone else to steal the dagger, they'll end up like the boy. I hated having to kill him.
Okay, go ahead and roll a deception.
Can I give him advantage just because of the fact that
Yeah,
I'm
you can.
playing this just like I'm proficient, so I think like by game mechanics I can do this.
First
But in
roll,
roleplay, I would love to just be like, yeah, like it wasn't fun.
The first
I don't
was a
think you're
4,
seeing him again. Mhm.
and the second 18
Hey!
18.
plus 3, so that's a 21.
Yeah,
That's
he
my
looks
boy.
like he fully believes you guys. Like he's like, loud and clear, sir. I won't send any. I mean, look, hold on, just to preface, right? I won't send anybody else after you guys. I don't know that anybody else won't send anybody else after you guys, but
Understood. Understood.
I can at least give you my word. You know what I mean?
Nod my head, and I'm just like, and if we just happen to be eaten by lurkers,
Yep. That I have no idea about.
good luck. Just saying.
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't know if you'll be able to track a beast that's as big as a house.
That does
that
sound
eats
pretty weird.
cows.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Hopefully
Good luck.
Lady Walsh doesn't kill me, but thanks.
I wish him good luck with his master.
Thank you, thank
It's
you.
like, hey, wait, before you leave, I hand him a silver.
Oh, thank you.
For your
I-
troubles.
I don't normally accept tips, but thanks.
Oh, okay, I take the silver back.
Oh.
Not allowed to accept tips.
I'm not sure what counts as a crime in this town. I don't want to get hung.
All right, thank you. And you see he briskly walks off.
I turn to the party and I'm just like, well, let me correct that. I like raise my hand and like call Zephic over. And then I turn to the party and it's just like, do you think the noble woman will get hung if we say that she's paying people to try to steal from us? I don't think that's gonna work that way, but just wondering.
I'm pretty sure she'll just pay off the guards. Not worth kicking up a fuss.
Yeah, I nod my head.
But
Yeah, I'm
what
just
we
like-
did do, we did save the boy. They think he's dead.
I'd argue we saved the butler too.
Probably did.
All right. We're gonna take another 5-minute break here. So we'll be right back in 5.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Are we on break right now?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Like officially? I'm trying to be a good paladin, man. I can't.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Because then I'm gonna lose my oath. I can't just kill people. I have to do
You-
my best to save them.
You are very much the stopper for me just stabbing people. It's like,
That's why I'm just
maybe
like,
we don't.
I have to make every effort I can to save them before we just send them to die.
Just remember, Luckman is very weak-willed, all things considered. You could just tell him to stop.
I know.
He'll
I
stop.
No. It's okay. I'm. That's why I'm here. I'm here to be the thinker outside the box to keep as many innocent people alive as possible.
Yeah, but that also goes.
While the butler
you
might
know-
not have been totally innocent, he's also
Yeah.
he's also a butler. He
Yeah.
doesn't make the rules. He just plays the game.
Mhm.
Same
Yeah,
thing with the
just-
kid, you know.
Just for Cool Whip and Zephic, you know, I'm a yes man. You just gotta ask. Luckman's on board. He's good for it.
I'm all for helping someone get justified revenge, but if we
Yeah.
have to kill kids along the way, that's where my oath draws the line.
Killing children
fine.
specifically. Alright, one quick sec. We'll step away real quick. We'll be back.
If I don't do everything in my power to at least try to do things the good way, then I become an oath breaker, and then I look more like a death knight than a paladin, which I'm not totally opposed to. But that's completely redoing my character, because I wouldn't heal anymore. I would do necrotic damage.
He'd be a bad boy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Jedi going to the dark side, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, now I have lightning, I no longer have cool force powers, now I got crazy killer one.
He's cool.
That was fun. That was my plan from the get-go. I'm like, I want them to think I killed the kid. So that way, they'll think he's dead. They won't send anybody to... Because she doesn't accept failure, so if she thinks the kid's already dead, she won't go try to kill him.
Yeah, I got put. I to the back. I got picked up what you were putting down. And that kid got 6 silver. God knows how far he can go with a cart box contract.
That's why I said just keep your head down until you know things blow over, because they think he's dead. A week from now, he's any other kid.
Hey, you don't know the details of those cart box contracts. It could be a bad thing.
Sure. The kid. Oh, thank God, I'm in a new town. Well, Karpak says you gotta start killing people, kid. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Karpak says you gotta start pickpocketing and bringing all the goods back to the cart.
Oops, they got your liver.
No.
No, I can't
Tonight you
drink.
must fall asleep in the cart.
Ugh.
Wakes up without half his organ.
Yeah, missing a kidney.
All right, another 15 seconds and we're back. Okay, we are back. Thank you everyone for waiting. All right, so after you guys have dealt with the butler here, it is getting pretty late in the evening. I'm assuming you guys are going to want to go ahead and get a full night's rest before your hunt tomorrow morning.
I'll play music for a little while and donate the tips for drinks.
Okay.
I gotta make sure I'm missed. If I die, I want people to be like, where did he go?
All right, so Luckman, you play for tips, buy drinks. Everyone, you get another set of meals. And did anyone else want to do anything before going to their beds?
Going once, going
Uh,
twice.
Nah, I don't have anything I want to do really.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So, you guys head in for the evening. Same bunk situation as last time, and you guys all sleep restfully. No bad dreams, no weird dreams. So, you wake up the following morning. You get your breakfast from the inn, and I'm assuming you guys are going to head towards the gate.
Yep.
All right, so you guys head towards the gate. You get there, and you don't see Sir Robert at first. But after waiting for a little bit, Sir Robert arrives with a horse-drawn wagon. And he calls out to you, "Ah, my servants, it's good to see you on this fine morning. Are you ready for a day of adventure and a day of hunting?"
As he says that, I'm just like, so Robert the Great, of course, we're all probably ready. I do have a quick question for you. Do you happen to know a Christina Walsh?
Well, who doesn't know Christina Walsh?
I raise my hand. I'm like, I don't know Christina Walsh.
Well, it's just about being a peasant, right? You just don't know common things. It happens, it happens. It's okay, you really should educate yourself, though.
So who is Christina Walsh?
Well, she is one of the descendants of the Thief Lord. She is also part of the Thief Lord's courts, the people who run the whole fucking place.
Slowly nod my head.
Never heard of her? Never heard of them?
No, I'm just a bit more concerned about other situations that are coming up and other implications coming up with this. Did you know that she doesn't really acknowledge you as a person? She thinks, like, her butler calls you a lesser noble.
Really? He looks like actually deeply offended.
I
We
nod my
did
head.
have a meeting
I was
with
like,
the-
I
with the
too
butler
was
last
deeply.
night. It was,
I-
it was extremely confusing.
He looks
I
deeply
looked it
offended.
down.
He's like, "I will have you know that I am great friends with the Walsh family. I don't think they would say such things. But they are busy people, so,
That was interesting.
can't fault them for being too busy, you know what I mean? But anyways,
Make sure to
yeah.
bring it up with them tomorrow at our meeting.
Oh, you're meeting them. That's quite interesting. And what are you meeting them for?
I mean, they want
Well,
something
that's a private matter, sir. I believe you need to earn our trust a little more before we impart our private affairs upon you.
Earn your
Just say-
trust. I see, I see. You guys are playing that kind of angle, huh? Okay, well, looky here, right? I've hired you for a job. We don't need to be divulging little secrets and small talk too much, unless you're here to ask about my greatness. But aside from that, why don't we get on the road? We have a whole day of traveling and hunting a big beastie.
This just says that. I'm just like, yeah. So about that. So what's your plan here? What's the plan for the lurker? Are we? What do you
plan?
got? Where are we going? Are we just randomly riding about? I would hope your greatness would definitely have a strong idea of what we're doing today.
Oh, yes, of course. I, of course, know everything about the lurker. And I know exactly where to find it. We are going to ride to its location. We are going to confront it. And you are going to witness my awesomeness as we slay the beast. And you will help in that awesomeness. And you'll be part of my tale on how we slew the great lurker. It'll be as simple as that.
I slowly nod my head as I'm just like,
I have
No.
like a question.
Yes, you. The
Am I allowed
quiet
to
one.
just like? Am I allowed to just like interject when there's
Yeah.
like talking going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, of
Like,
course.
Just
yeah,
put a
you
little
can
piece
you
in?
can pop in whenever you want to.
So I could just be like, I whisper to Zephic, get a load of this guy.
yeah.
Yeah, of
Or
Could
course.
do that, but he could passive perception that and then hear you. So like, you know.
So I have to be like thoughtful
you know.
with my quips.
Yes.
Yeah, so like mechanically, if you were like trying to like actually hide something you're doing, you would do like a stealth, I guess you would say, to like for the person not to hear you, and then there's like a roll to check if they hear you. But like if you just want to be like, bro, get a load of this guy, and like you're not trying to hide anything, like whether or not he acknowledges that is like for me to decide.
Okay.
Look, all I'm saying is we just told him that the person that he looks up to thinks he's a bitch. You know, like I think his ego is in shambles.
I just didn't know like whether I could
No, you-
insert
yeah.
dialogue or not. I
No,
didn't
you
know.
absolutely can. Like literally, you are playing you. Is the best way. Like when you start out playing D&D is just play yourself.
Straight up.
Yeah, and then you craft the specific character tropes as you go at it.
Yeah.
Which is why I said that's why I keep making the comment. It's just like Lookman is like he's real ride or die, but he's definitely just like act first, think later type of guy. He's not an intellectual by any means.
Okay, sweet. I was just like,
Yeah.
didn't
So
know what to do.
Yeah, dude.
so you
Fine.
mutter that. Are you trying to hide that from him?
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to hide it.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and roll a stealth for that? I guess it's probably the best way to handle that one.
I'd argue probably there's no the
Yeah, there's no
disadvantage that
real
typically
thing.
comes- yeah, the disadvantage that comes with the armor probably doesn't apply here.
No, yeah, definitely not.
I mean, I rolled a 17.
Which is
Okay.
fucking nuts, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So he definitely.
Bonkers.
So you whisper that to Zephic, and he does not look like he heard you.
The
I have a
only
passive
good roll.
Yeah, I have a
Crazy.
passive perception of 17, so I give you a thumbs up. I'm just like, hell yeah, brother.
Okay. So, yeah, so he's, he states his plan, which is a very direct, plan. And he's like,
I
all
fucked
right,
this guy up the whole trip.
time's a ticking. Everyone in the car. Let's go. Come on.
Get in the cart, and the entire trip that we take over there, I will be kind of drilling at this guy for, like, concrete information about the thing we're fighting. Or any kind of, like, actual plan that he has. It sounds like this man's idea is just like, we're just gonna show up and kill it, duh. But,
That is
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
what he, so as you kind of like, you can let me know if you want anything specific, but if you're kind of like asking him for his plan, that is effectively what he's telling you. Is that you're
Yeah,
going to
and
show up and you're going to confront it and you're going to kill it. Or
so
should I
then
say
at that point,
he's going to kill it, you guys are going to help.
help him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then I would just be poking at him for specifics on the enemy itself. Anything that is like combat relative information. And if it's just, whatever he decides to divulge.
So, as you kind of probe him about the details of the lurker, he kind of tells you most of what you kind of heard from between the hunter and the tail. It's a very large, monstrous creature that is covered in usually vines or bits of forest material. People describe it as large as a house. It eats farm animals very commonly. It is seen as a great threat to people like farmers and hunters and stuff like that. People avoid it at all costs when they come across it.
Okay. So nothing too crazy. But okay, it is what it is. I looked at Darren then, and I'm just like, so we're definitely gonna have to, because we're clearly on like a loud horse-drawn carriage moving around. So it's just like we're clearly gonna have to find an opportunity somewhere to slip at this venom. I think. I'm not sure if this guy's gonna really approve of the underhanded method. He seems like a straight shooter type of guy.
Sounds about right. Perhaps,
So-
and I look at Zephic, perhaps we have the sneakiest of us hide the poison while we bask in a tale of his greatness.
I nod my head. It's just like, oh, I could get him to talk.
Mechanically, if you're interested, you could like dip your arrows in poison, Zephic, and I could give you like a poison modifier to them.
For how long? Is it like? How does it work?
So
'Cause I can't be like, I dip my arrows in my arrow in the poison. I got one shot, and if I miss, I'm fucked.
no, so like with a vial of poison, I would say you can poison, let's say 10 arrows. Like with like a heavy coat of poison, right? If you're trying to like be extremely lean with it, then probably like double that and like 20. But if you want to like heavily coat them, 10. And I would say that for those 10 arrows, right, the effect will be useful once, right? So once you use 10 shots, those 10 arrows will be used forever as far as the poison effect goes.
Does it
With
stack?
sorry. What I'll say is that it depends on, so I'll give you the arrows an extra 1d8 of damage that they'll do. And depending on the size of the creature, you will inflict the poisoned status after a certain number of hits. So I would say like for a human, right, you would inflict poison status after 2 hits. For something small like a dwarf, it would be like 1 hit, or like, like a rabbit or something. For like a large creature like a, like a cow, for instance, it might take like 3 to 5.
Gonna put it out there. I think comparing a dwarf to a rabbit is like, hey,
Yeah,
that's
I was
hilarious.
thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh
That's
shit, don't do
crazy.
dwarves like that.
Sorry,
They have
dwarf
poison
fans in
resistance,
chat.
Man. They got poison resistance, man.
All right, not a dwarf, a halfling,
Exactly. A gnome.
a gnome.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Yeah, so if you want to use the poison that way, use it up. It'll be 10 arrows. They'll each do 1d8 worth of poison damage, and depending on the size of the creature, you'll inflict the poison status after a certain amount of hits. And the poison condition is actually kind of useful.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So poison condition, let's see, is...
I think it gives disadvantage.
Attacks and other things.
Poison condition.
Shit, did it change in 2024?
Yeah, they have disadvantage on their attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah. Nah, it's the same thing.
So, pretty useful.
Yeah, that's actually it's great.
Yeah. So, you're going to be fighting a big creature, right? So, presumably it'll take a couple shots to inflict that on it. So,
Unless we have to beat it now.
would you like to ask or do anything additionally while you're traveling here with Sir Richard the Great? Sorry, Sir
what can I
Robert
do-
the Great, not Richard.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's just like I keep going the brave, but now I've just canonized that my character can't keep the line straight. Can I size him up? Like, it would be good to know if this guy's actually going to be useful in combat, or if he's just going to get himself killed.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. Let me figure out what that is. That's +7. What did I remember? 6, 7. Jesus Christ, brother. Half an 11.
I mean, you see that he definitely, compared to the first time that you saw him, he's come like well equipped and like very like ornate, like medium class armor. Everything he's wearing looks very expensive. It looks finely tuned, but it all looks like serviceable. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's not like an unfit fellow, right? So like, it's hard to gauge like what his skill is, but he certainly looks like he could be capable.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to be an instant detriment to this entire situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well-
after some time of traveling in the cart, you kind of, he pulls off the road, and you guys are traveling southeast, by the way, so you guys go from Angkor, and you kind of follow this road, and once you're, somewhere around this region, right, you guess, you start going south towards the mountain range. You notice a lot of like farm fields and stuff like that, like on the way. But you head in the direction of a forest in between the road and the mountain range. After a while, you start noticing a couple things. So you see like a old carcass of a cow that's been like ripped in half, with one half of it missing. And you see some like broken trees in the tree line. You see Sir Robert says, "Aha! See, I told you. The lurker was here."
I will keep an eye out for vines. Or, since they told us technically how this thing tends to camouflage itself.
Yes, very good, Luckman. Vines, indeed. Now, who amongst you is good at tracking?
Drool drops down my mouth.
How would I know if I'm good at that?
What's your
look at your
survival?
Investigation and survival.
So that's wisdom. It's +5. Survival is +5.
Okay, so you're pretty good at tracking.
Mine's only +4, so he's
Okay.
better than
There
me.
you go.
Yeah, so you're the best tracker here.
You could also use investigation, but that's in, so not a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mine
don't
is
have
shit.
anything on that.
All right, so Kale, you
Fucking
volunteer yourself.
stupid.
Yes.
All right, so he says, "Okay, good, young chap. Why don't you go ahead and lead the way and see if you can tell us where to go."
Do I have to like roll?
Yeah, so you'll go ahead and, I mean, it's kind of obvious here at the beginning, right? By the broken trees and shit. So go ahead and roll a survival check. So roll a d20 and then add your survival to it.
Damn.
7 plus what, 5?
Yeah, so 12.
All right, so you start to follow the path into the trees. It is not too hard to track. You keep going for quite some ways, following the, like I said, kind of fucking obvious, like, large path of broken trees, twigs. You see the occasional claw marks on stone. And go ahead and give me another roll. You notice here, after following for a couple hundred feet, the trail is looking a bit cold. Like the amount of broken stuff is decreasing.
Another survival roll.
Yeah, give me another survivor roll.
Am I proficient? I'm not proficient in survival. No.
Okay, 15. Or sorry, 13.
13.
Yeah. So you are taking a closer look now, following the tracks. You're not 100% sure like where the thing went, but you have a feeling that it's pretty close. Like it might be like hiding somewhere.
You bring that up to the team.
Yeah, so should I like? Am I tracking alone right now? Do I
No,
go
no,
report
everyone's
back?
following you.
Okay, everyone's following me. So yeah, I just tell the team.
I
Report
go
my
from
findings.
I go from passive perception to active perception, so that I don't get eaten.
So why don't you guys, everyone make perception checks here.
Come on,
Sir
Danny,
Robert's
something
like-
above a 10. That's 21.
Sir Robert's like, I can
What is my
smell it. Our
perception?
prey is nearby.
Perception. Where the fuck
I
is
got
it?
a 17.
I got me a
Oh,
21.
I got +4
So
on
then
it. Okay.
I guess I get 12. I add
Okay.
my perception to the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 18.
Okay,
Why am
So,
I the only one with that?
Luckman, you are seemingly the only person who's going to notice this. You see that everyone's kind of like looking around. Kale has been following the tracks. You see moving ever so slowly, basically what looks like a mound of rock and trees is like slowly creeping and leaning over Kale, and the vines are starting to get closer to him.
I will yell at Kale to jump back at the top of my lungs. I will point at the thing, and I'm just gonna be like, "We're under attack, boys!"
So you see, Kale, you get yelled at to jump. You jump, and just as you jump, this towering mass of what look like rock, stone, and tree debris, like crashes down right where you were. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative. So,
Guys, I have a +7 in perception. I'm good at this. I promise.
So the way initiative works, you will roll a d20. You have an initiative stat on your sheet, and you'll add that to it. That determines your turn order.
Typically, it's just your dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
Conversely, I'm very bad at this, guys. I say very bad. I'm +0. That's
Oh wait,
so
what is
that'd
it
be
again?
like-
Sorry.
A plus
Initiative.
You're rolling initiative.
Yeah, what is it? What did you say it was again?
It's just a d20 plus your initiative roll.
My initiative is
Oh.
what? My proficiency?
Typically, it's just dex.
Uh,
Dex
it-
modifier.
Yeah, it's just your dex.
Unless you have something weird that gives you extra, that's what you're looking at.
And then I'll need you guys to tell me what you got.
Wow.
Oh,
Do I have to?
Yeah.
So that's
I
the
got a
number
six.
Initiative?
right below my dexterity stat, right?
I got a 6.
Yeah.
I
It-
got
you're-
2 plus 2, so 4.
Okay, so you got a 4.
Damn, guys, I
I
have a
got
+0.
5 because I have +0. So
Okay,
never
Darren
mind.
got 5. Luckman got what?
12.
Okay, and Zephic, what'd you get?
6. 3 and 3.
6. Okay.
What the fuck?
Damn,
I was gonna
everyone
be
rolled-
just like, guys, I'm supposed to be the bad one at this, but it's me and Joey.
Yeah, bro, I don't like this one. I like the other one. You actually get to roll
yeah,
the
these
dice.
rolls have been like.
You get to
very
actually
not
roll
good.
the dice
you can.
too.
If you
can
guys don't
actually
like
roll it
this-
instead of hitting reroll, you can actually roll the dice.
You can fucking.
grab it and
You're
roll it.
correct. Oh my
Yeah.
god, you can just throw this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And honestly, gonna keep using the auto roller. Those weren't very. Those did inspire confidence in me.
If we don't like this platform, we can switch back. I just thought this might be easier, but
I like
How do I-
roll 20. But
we could talk about it later. Don't worry.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so Luckman, believe it or not, you lead the charge here.
Holy crap!
Or hold on, actually,
All
sorry,
right.
wait one sec. I forgot to roll initiative
Well,
for
Robert.
Robert.
Yeah.
You know what? He got a fat 13.
Hell yeah, you go, Robert. You go in there, young man. I believe in you.
Okay, so Sir Robert the Great pulls out his gleaming sword and announces, "Boys, we are under attack. Take arms and let us defeat our foe. Follow me." And you see he jumps up and lunges at the lurker, and he will attack twice on it here. And you see the first one of his hacks seems to bounce off a rock outcrop. The other one sticks the monster. And you see this blue-green blood ooze out of where he pokes it with his sword.
He's so cool. Except for the first part. That was very uncool.
All right, that is now you, Luckman.
Pop Vicious Mockery. It's going to be a wisdom saving throw on the creature, DC 14. Let me know if that hits or not.
Okay, 1 second.
If it passes, nothing happens.
Wisdom, you said, right? He got a, beat 14.
14, nothing happens with that. That's my main action. I'm going to... Nah, really, that's it. Until someone starts to take damage, that's all I got. I'm going to put myself into a position where I'm, like, behind, like 10 feet behind Robert, so if he gets eaten, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Also, in the future, I will end up making a thing where we have, like, board presence. I just didn't have it ready in time, so you won't have to, like,
good.
theater of the mind all the time, Cool Whip. All right, so next up will be Zephic.
So, what are my options here? I can just attack it, I guess, right? Or no,
You
do I
can
want
cert-
to... Is it... Did I already dip my poison arrows?
Yeah, you did that
or-
on the cart.
Okay. So... Does it... It's already seen me, right?
Yes, you were not stealthing ahead of time, so.
Alright, so I guess I'll just straight up attack it. What do I roll for that again?
So you roll the d20. If you look next to your bow on the stat sheet, it'll have a number, which is your attack bonus. That's what you add for the hit.
It'd be plus 9, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever sold my other bow that I had.
Oh, yeah, you definitely did not, but you probably get a little bit of money for it.
I was going to say give it to me, but I have a dex of +0, so I can't use it for crap. I'm the weirdest bard. Let me look at my spells.
Wait, when with the +1 with the it's a 1d8 +3, would it go 1d8 +4 or
Yes.
no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And don't forget, you can augment your attacks with your spells. There's like some of them that just like you cast your spell on your arrow.
Yeah, it's the dragon thing.
Oh, there is also that too. That was something else, like the dragon.
Wait,
effect.
which one are you talking about?
Like your ensnaring strikes, your zephyr strikes, all that. It like uses a spell on your arrow.
Oh, I would probably, if anything, try and use what is it, the sharp shot thing?
So -5
yeah,
to
you
hit,
take
+10 to damage.
Yeah. So you take -5 to your accuracy for 10 extra damage. So roll your d20, add your +9, or sorry, technically just +4.
Mm-hmm. God, he's so good at hitting shit, unlike me.
+4, you said, right?
Yeah. So that's a 10. So your first arrow will bounce off of the rocks on it. And you get multi-attack, so you have 2 attacks. So you can do that again.
Alright, let's try it again.
Hey,
Yo!
that one's definitely going to hit.
Oh,
And just do me a favor and keep track of these arrows that you're using, by the way, the poisoned arrows. I'll say that, like, in combat,
That
if
was
you
2.
shoot a poison arrow and it just, like, bounces off or something, you can reuse that one later, like, after you've collected your poison arrows. But if you actually hit with the arrow, you'll lose one of the poison arrows, like, permanently. Okay, so that second arrow does hit. Like, you lose the poison effect out of the arrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so second arrow hits. So do your 1d8 plus 4, I think I said, right? Here's what it was. And then you add another d8 of poison damage.
And
And then
plus
I
10.
add, and then I
Sure,
add
sure.
another. What is it? D. Wait, did it go? Did my dragon go up, or is it still
That's up to you.
1d6?
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
it goes on your turn.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I feel like my dragon got stronger with its attack
Um,
when we played last. I feel like it did 1d8
let
instead
me
of
see.
1d6 now or something because it grows up or some shit. I don't know.
It's in
I could be
your
wrong.
second. Here, I'll look up the Drake.
Yeah, I'm
Warden.
looking at it,
Drake
but
Warden.
there's a lot of shit that wasn't changed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to change my armor class too, don't I?
It's level 7 that or it grows up.
Okay, and then it does more damage, right?
Yeah, and then at level 15 it gets even bigger. Yeah, so
Right.
right now it does
So 1d6. Alright. So 1d6 and then plus what else was
Yeah,
the
so
fucking
every
plus?
time that you attack, if you're within 30 feet of the dragon, you get to use an extra 1d6 of whatever element you chose when you summoned the dragon.
I don't even remember what element he was when we
I
last
mean, you
played.
just decide. No, it's like you summoned him today, right? So just say whatever element you want, and you'll call it that.
Fuck, what are my
Do you love
element
lightning?
options?
Are you a
You have
lightning kinda guy?
acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
We'll go with acid today since that thing's like rocks and shit.
Okay.
Hell yeah, brother.
So,
Lightning.
and then his HP is 5 times your ranger level, so it should be 25. Oh, sorry, 5 plus 5 times, so he's at 30 HP.
Yeah, and then I need to probably change his armor class, right, too.
His armor class
my
is 14 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 3, so he has 17 armor class.
Didn't my proficiency bonus go up last time?
It did.
I
So
feel like-
well, it went from 2 to 3.
Oh, okay. It's already changed. Alright.
Yeah.
So, and then my armor class on the dragon, since it shares my armor class, would go up too, right?
No, it doesn't share it. It's just based on your proficiency bonus. So he has 17 armor class.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was wrong on the armor, but that's fine.
Yeah. So so for your damage, and your dragon also gets its own attack, right? So for your damage, you're rolling 1d8 plus 4, I believe. You're gonna roll an additional d8 for poison damage. Then you're gonna roll a d6 for the acid damage from its draconic essence, and then you're gonna add 10 for your sharpshooter.
It'll be 2d8s, 1d6, and then plus 10.
Yes. And plus 4. So actually technically plus 14.
Okay, well.
So 2d8s, a d6 plus 14. It's a
here we
lot of
go.
damage.
14 plus 14, right?
28.
Dude.
Okay.
That's why he's the DPS, not me.
Yeah, so your first arrow chinks off of the monster's rock, just natural rock armor. Second one, after you've kind of gauged your shot, you fire, and it looks like you hit it right in its eye. The monster lets out a billowing screech which shakes the trees and your very bones. You see this bloody blue-green ooze squirting out of its face as it clearly is very, very hurt by that. Second. Okay. All right. And then do you want to go ahead and attack with your dragon?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so Boomer will run up or fly up.
I
One
need
of the
to-
two.
I don't know if anything's changed on this for
So
that, but
you just roll a d20. You add 3 plus your proficiency bonus, so he'll get plus 6 to hit.
so okay.
And then he just
So
does
D20
one.
plus 6.
Yeah,
right?
D20 plus 6, and he does 1d6 plus 3.
So 21 then.
21 will hit.
Right. 1d6 plus what again?
Plus
1d6
3.
Plus. Okay. Oh, 4.
So 4 additional damage. Okay. So Boomer bites at its ankles. All right. Good turn. Good turn. All right. We will move on to Darren. Joey?
My bad, I was muted from coughing. I'm
You're
gonna
good.
run up to the creature, and I'm gonna swing and see what happens.
Okay.
So, throw my first attack. That's gonna be 19 versus AC.
Yep, that'll hit.
So that's gonna be no, that's that one. Okay, where's the D8? I'm gonna smite as
All
well.
right. Go for it.
So that's gonna be 16 plus 5, so 21 damage.
All right. You'd see.
12 of that being holy, or 12 of that being holy damage, and then 9 being slashing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. It looks super hurt from that as you slice into its lower leg area. And you have multi-attack too, right? You get a second attack. So
Yeah, I do. I'm just making sure to take off the. I use a spell slot there.
You're also cool. I get to hit once and call it a day.
I'm gonna do another attack now. Where the hell is my D20? There we go. All right. That's gonna be 11 versus AC.
the second one, you swing into it, and your blade catches on a boulder embedded in the monster and bounces off.
Gotcha.
All right, Kale, that's you.
Okay,
So-
so I just say can I say run up to the monster and attack?
Exactly.
Hell yeah,
Yep.
brother.
Okay, now what do I? what do I
Okay,
have to
so
roll for?
so in order to attack, you will roll a d20, right? If you look at the middle of your sheet, right, there's your weapons. So you get to that middle piece has the modifier that you add to your attack hit. So with your yeah, we forgot to add the flavor. He one hand wields a katana, and then the
Ah!
other hand has a dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you add a +6 to your d20 roll. So go ahead and roll the d20 and add 6. And then that's what I use to determine if you hit the monster or not.
Oh.
So a 10. So your first attack bounces off of the creature with its with your main hand. Now you spect into 2-weapon fighting, right? So you get to also attack with your dagger in the offhand attack as a bonus action. So make a second d20 roll for that, and you also add +6 to it. Okay, so that's an 18. So you will hit with the dagger. So for that, you're going to roll a d4, and you're going to add 3 damage.
Is that the first dice?
Yes, that's the first dice.
Oh.
Okay, so you're going to deal 4 damage as you stab it with your dagger. All right. Now, you get 2 attacks, right? Because you're level 5. So you can go ahead and roll another d20 to attack again. Okay, so that's a 16. You will hit this time with the katana. So now you're going to do a 1d8, and you're going to add 3 damage to it.
The 6?
So you do an additional 6 damage. Also, I forgot this on your sheet. Try to remember this for next time. Because of your martial archetype under the level 3 thing, you actually have advantage on initiative rolls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And strength checks.
Yes. Ali, do you know, with extra attack, do you get a second bonus attack roll or no?
Extra attack in 5th edition should just be a second attack period. It's like there's no debuffs like you would expect in
You could attack both things twice again, right? So he gets to do a dagger and main hand. Or do you get only one bonus action?
Just one bonus action.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's just one. Because to be fair, the extra attack doesn't come from your bonus actions. It's just like you have your main action. You choose to attack. Because of extra attack, you can attack twice. If we want, for the time being, just to roll it forward, you could just say both attacks happen. But I think it's only with the main hand. I don't think it's with the offhand.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's how it is too. Okay, so that would be your turn if you wanted to end it there, Kale. Additionally, you do have something called Action Surge as a fighter. Action Surge basically lets you take your turn, lets you take your action again. So you could do your whole round of attack and bonus attack again if you wanted to. But you only get that once every long rest.
So it's like I get an additional attack?
Yeah, so basically one time
You take
per
a second
day.
turn.
Yeah, one time per day you get a
Okay.
second turn, basically. On the same turn.
Could I ask if that's a good idea?
It's
always
For
good.
the homies?
It's always good, brother.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, use it
Do
like
that
whenever
again.
you don't really expect to like be in combat again that day, like it's probably worth burning.
Okay,
That
I'll
is
use it then.
Yeah, vaguely speaking, in D&D, if you see something restricted to what they call a long rest, which is to say a once per day thing, is good. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're fighting anything after this thing.
Yeah. And you're speculating, right? There could be some more.
Mhm.
I'm not going to tell you, right?
True, you can't. Legally.
Right. So you can go ahead, burn your action surge, and go ahead and literally just do it again. Roll another d20 for your katana attack, and roll another d20 for your dagger attack. Okay, so that's
I add plus
another...
6 to that?
Yes, that's 17, so you'll hit
Plus
with
17.
the katana. So you get to go ahead and do another d8 plus 3. Okay, another 6. Chipping away at it.
And then I do another 20 for the dagger?
Yes.
Ooh.
That one will whiff. So you unleash a flurry of blows as you just start chopping into this thing. Some of your hits connecting, some of them bouncing off of the rocks in the monster, and you just draw a bunch of blood from it. And that will be your turn. We then move on to the monster's turn. So the monster is going to let out a mighty roar, and it's going to slam its fists into the ground. When it does so, you see the ground rumbles beneath you guys, and these like spiked fuck, I'm losing the words for it. It's like plant spikes just shoot out of the ground everywhere in a 20-foot radius. Everyone at this point, other than Zephic, is going to take 2d4 of damage. And a weird thing that you notice about these things is that they're like constantly moving, so they kind of try to impale you, and then they're like almost like honing in on people. So mechanically, the way this is going to work is that if you're in the area, you will take additional damage every turn,
Watch out, there's
or
tentacles.
or as you move. So every 5
There are
feet you move, you take additional damage.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
All
right,
is it
so-
2d4? Is this
Yeah.
basically spiked growth, I guess?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Difficult terrain or no?
It is also, I think, difficult terrain. Yeah, it
Yeah,
becomes
that
difficult
spiked
terrain.
growth is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So I asked.
Okay. All right. So everyone will take 4 damage.
Sounds good. Let me figure out where my health pool's at. All right, we're good. Oh, there. Oof. Edit it. Okay.
Hi, Mezzy. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys?
Messi, send help. We're dying. Oh, we're about to start dying. The death is beginning.
The death is beginning. Mortuary Assistant. I've never actually heard of that game. Okay. And then it is going to do a second move here where it is just going to swing its mighty fist at the thing closest to it, which in this case, I'm just going to roll a random selection between the 4 people who are up in its face. Actually, technically 5. Just going to roll this in my head. Robert is one. Robert got hit. Okay.
Good. We don't give a shit about Robert.
Who is
Alright.
Robert, anyways?
Robert
That's
the
our
Great?
nobleman.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
noble
guy
guy.
who's technically
Right.
paying us, but you know.
That's right.
All
That's
right. So you see Robert is going to get smacked in the chest with this thing's mighty hand. And he is going to take a little bit of damage.
I do have damage mitigation on me.
I
Just for the
gotta
sake of our party to know, I have
hide-
damage mitigation.
Hide this
I
damage. from
guarantee
you
that guy
guys.
dies. We're gonna get blamed for it.
Who cares? It's a problem for as long as we don't die, you know.
Especially when they catch me with this coin purse.
You're
Hey,
supposed
aren't
to be
you
a
the good guy?
paladin.
I was like, you're the moral compass here, brother.
If he's dead, he's not gonna use it. I'm gonna give it to
Yeah.
orphans.
As he
I
says-
was like, we buy new equipment with it, but like, sure.
It's a horror game, and good luck, don't die, boys. I can't protect from a DM. Yeah, you guys are on your own. I hope you had a good stream, Mezzy. Please don't feel free, or please don't feel like you need to stick around. I know you're probably exhausted, so please get a good night's sleep. And thank you very much for the raid. Okay, so you guys are gonna see Sir Robert just get absolutely fucking walloped by this thing, and he's gonna go flying and hit like a tree, like 30 feet back.
God.
All right. He looks really beat up from that. But that is now going to go back to the top of the turn order, and we're at Robert's turn. Robert is going to call out and say, keep at it, guys. You guys take him down. I need to drink a health potion here. And he's going to spend his turn drinking a health potion. Or 2, actually. All
Double
right.
fisting these boys.
Yeah. Luckman, that's you.
All right.
I think the spell that it uses. I guess it's
Until
only when you.
someone.
It's only when you move in the area, I guess.
Yeah, force movement to.
Yeah, the
That's
force
DM.
the force movement is kind of like, you know.
That's that's DM territory.
Yeah, yeah.
DM can't force it.
Thank you, Panda, for giving Mezzy a tier 1 sub. Appreciate you.
Do I? What's your AC, Joey?
You talking about mine?
Yeah, what's your AC?
19.
19? Yeah, mine's 18. I got some comparable. It should be fine. Am I in range to hit it with my longsword?
Yeah,
What I do-
you were right up on it, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll strike at it with my longsword. That'll be a d20 plus 6. I will proc weapon mastery on that because I think it's just a free thing that I can always do with my longsword.
Okay.
I have rolled it, but I think I forgot to add the thing. It's a miss. Don't worry about it. That's an 8.
Yeah, that's gonna hit one of its rocks.
That's an 8. And unfortunately, I'm just kind of chilling. A lot of my stuff is in reaction to things happening. So
Okay.
that's all I got on me.
Then we'll move to Zephic.
All right. I guess I'm gonna repeat last turn.
Okay.
Hit him with the fucking 20, and then it would be +4 to hit, right?
Yes, if you're going to take the sharpshooter debuff.
Or no, is it attack bonus? Is my attack? What is my attack bonus?
Your attack bonus is 9, but if you use sharpshooter, you lose 5. So it'd be a +4.
Okay, so it'd be okay. So 20 +4, right?
Yes, 20 + 4.
Oh,
A
9.
9 is going to miss again. And you get that second attack. A +4, that's 17, will connect.
All right.
Hmm?
And then I fucking roll all the damage again.
Yeah, what
Let's
was
see,
it?
we got,
2d8s, a d6, plus
14.
14. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Heaven forbid you hit both arrows.
Yeah.
Granted, the-
I'm really more like damage mitigation than I am damage output.
yeah. All right,
What was
that's
that? 23.
23.
23 fucking damage. That one connects in the beast's throat that time. All right. And if you want to go ahead and have Boomer take a swipe as well, you can.
All right, that'd be another 20 +4, right?
20 plus 6, actually, I think. 3.
Are you
Nat
fuck-
1.
Dude, what the fuck? Dude,
Boomer
I hate
chips
this.
a tooth on a rock.
No!
I don't like this website, dude.
Get you some actual dice.
I like tabletop way more.
All right,
Get
we'll use
yourself
tabletop.
some magic rocks.
All right. Anything else you want to do? Do you want to stay where you are?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right. Kale, you're up. Or no, I'm sorry, Darren, you're up.
Well, you know me. I take my sword and I swing.
And it's a
Yeah,
hit.
Versus
I
AC.
think that hits.
Yep,
All
that'll
right.
hit.
And you know what? We're gonna use another bonus action, another spell slot. We're gonna smite him.
Smite him.
I am a smiter. So let's roll all 3 of those. Ugh. Okay, 9 plus 5. That's gonna be 14.
All right, 14 damage as you smack it with a smite.
And now second attack.
That will
is
hit.
a yep. And we'll just do the normal damage. I don't need to smite him again. It's gonna be 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. You keep slashing at this thing, blood gushing out from its many wounds. And we move on to Kale.
I will also do the same thing and attack again.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that d20 for your main hand.
Oh, man.
That one's going to miss. So go ahead and roll another d20 for your offhand. That one's going to hit.
And then, was it
1d4
Four.
plus 3.
4?
So that's going to
5.
be 5 damage. And then you have a second attack, so you get to roll for the katana again. So roll another d20.
That'll
It's
be
plus
14?
6. 14 will miss on that one.
Damn.
All right. So then we go to the monster's turn. All right. So the monster is going to swing twice with its arms. Let me roll a 4 here to mentally see who it's going to hit. Darren's 1, Dragon is 2, Kale is 3. Luckman's 4. 2 and a 1. Dragon is 2, I said. Who the fuck did I say was 1?
Darren.
Darren. Okay, so it's going to hit Darren and the dragon. All right, so let me go ahead and roll 2 hits here. So D20 on, we'll do Darren first. It's going to get a... Where's my stat sheet?
5 plus something.
5 plus something. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. That's going to be a 13 to hit. I don't think that'll hit you.
That's a
No,
miss.
I have a 19 AC.
Okay. And it's going to do the second attack on Boomer. That will hit Boomer, I'm assuming, with a 19. And let me roll for damage real quick here. I want you guys to see what the damage is specifically. All right, that's going to be 18 damage against Boomer.
Out of his 30.
Out of his 30, yeah.
I don't
All
know
right.
how to track his health, but
Yeah, he'll have 12. So back up to the top, Robert. You see Robert is going to not want to get in fuck with those vines and stuff, so he's going to pull out a crossbow and fire a crossbow bolt. Let's see what he rolls. A 10, and he's going to hit with the crossbow bolts, and he's going to do some damage here. Okay. All right. And that is going to be it for his turn. We're going to go to Luckman.
All right. Do I think I have a better chance hitting with a +6 or him failing a DC 14? That's a wisdom saving throw. That's really the question we got going on here. Because I think otherwise my spell slots are being used for recovery for people. We're gonna keep trying to just whack them. I think whacking them is a bit more fun.
Whack!
That is a 16.
16 will hit.
Oh, God bless. That'll be... Let me double check. I think it's just a D8 plus 3. Okay. 8 damage.
Alrighty.
If I hit a creature with this weapon, the creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of my turn.
Okay. Sounds good.
So since it makes 2, first one's a disadvantage, second's at normal.
All right. That's it.
Yep.
All right. Zephic, you're up.
holy shit already.
Yep.
20 plus 9. No, I'm gonna do the same thing again. How many arrows? Wait, I got.
You
I
have
got
You should be at
fired
4 I've
4.
used.
Yeah.
2 missed, 2 hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So 2 are permanently used for poison, but the other 2 you'd have to retrieve after combat.
And then it's a +4 on my.
Yeah. If we're doing sharpshooter. 15 will hit.
Hit. Should I just re-roll, or should I just re-roll both my attacks?
You can
and
roll
then
both
do
your
the damage?
attacks.
Son of a
That's
bitch,
1.
dude. Alright, well. 2 8s, a 6. Right?
Yep, 2 8s, a 6,
Plus 14.
plus 14.
26, right?
Was that 26?
Yeah, because I got 12.
Big damage. All right. Okay. This one hits the creature in the eye. With as much damage as you've done, the creature is definitely looking extremely hurt. Mechanically, I would say now the creature is poisoned. You can see it as like frothing at the mouth, like just drool and blood coming from its mouth. And we will go ahead, go ahead and roll for Boomer.
Another 20 plus 6, right?
Yep.
Oh, I thought you
14.
rolled a 20. I was like, holy shit.
All
Yeah,
right.
it looks like the AC is 15 or 16.
Somewhere about that.
All right.
All right.
This is
Darren, that's you.
All right. Well, time to swing my sword. Let's get it.
Hit him with it.
That's not
That's
great,
an
brother.
11. That ain't
That
gonna
one
hit.
won't do it.
So let's do it again. That's gonna be
That's
a
worse.
No, that's
Oh,
gonna be a
that's
13.
Also misses.
I think they
Unfortunately,
both miss.
both
Yeah,
hits
it's all good.
bounce off its rocks.
It's all good.
Kale, that's you.
Sweet. I will also swing both my swords.
Do it.
Swing it.
You don't have two swords. You got a sword and a dagger.
That's 18.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and
And
roll
then-
that damage.
Was an 8.
Yeah, it was a D8 plus 3. So you'll do
So
8
8.
damage. And then roll for your dagger offhands. That one will miss.
That's a miss.
And then you get
Yeah,
to
it's
roll
pretty
your
bad,
main
brother.
attack. So another D20, and that one is gonna miss. All right, and that is the giant's turn. So it's going to be permanently disadvantaged. It's going to make a swing here. Let's see, one is going to be on
Darren,
Kale, and
Dragon.
one's on Darren. They're doing the most damage to it. So first one against Darren. Sorry, disadvantage. We need to roll 2. That's going to be a 6 plus its thing. That is 14 to hit.
Yeah, just because I saw you
That
roll
will
2.
miss.
If you
That
go
will
to the
miss.
plus minus thing, there's a where you can do adjustments. There is one for disadvantage. So to roll both, and instead of adding them, it just shows you the lower one.
Perfect. Useful. Okay.
Oh.
The second one's on Kale. It's going to smack you. It gets a 22 to hit, so that's definitely going to hit you.
So Kale, what's your AC?
Yeah, so what's your AC?
He's looking. I believe in him.
It's the thing that looks like a shield. It says AC on it. At the top
Oh,
middle.
my mic was muted. I feel dumb.
No, you're good, you're good.
17.
17.
17?
Okay, so it got a
And
22.
you rolled a 22. I'm going to use Cutting Word, which is I'm going to distract the creature using one of my bardic inspirations. I'm going to roll a d8, and that will be subtracted from its
okay.
to hit.
So you just need a 6.
That's a 6. That's a miss
Hey, all right. So just as you
yeah.
thought it would hit you, Luckman calls it like a little bitch and then it has a small dick, and then it gets
Hell
sad and
yeah.
misses.
now. Hell yeah! I
All
have to do
right.
that 3 times per long rest. just people don't get too excited.
All right. So this thing is looking real hurt. It is just bleeding out of so many different cuts, blood and like froth coming out of its mouth, both arrows stuck in its eyes. It can't see. It's looking real hurt. With that, Robert's turn comes up. He's going to drop his crossbow, and he is going to run up. He is going to attempt to skirt around the area here. And he will get in just enough range. He's going to, actually, he's a fighter also. So he's going to use a dash action to get to it. And then he will use his action surge to go ahead and make his 2 attacks. And let me go ahead and roll here for him. I'm just going to roll 2, actually, see if they both hit. Okay, he is going to hit on both. And let me roll his damage with his longsword. So he's going to do 4 plus... Okay, so, believe it or not, Robert, with a mighty yell, says, "Watch this, boys, I'll take it down." He sprints through. He's going to take, 4, 4 of these worth of damage. He's going to take 12 damage as he gets spiked a bunch. And he jumps up, stabs the monster twice into the throat, and with a mighty groan, the beast falls forward and crashes with a whimper. You see Robert lets out like a very self-confident huff, wipes his blade on his coat, and says, "It's a good job, boys. You've done well in assisting me, but ultimately I think I could have handled that myself. But nonetheless, you were here to witness Robert the Great fell the mighty lurker."
I squint at him. I'm like, that's great, Robert the Great. I'm glad we were able to be here to witness this. We need these horns.
The horns. Well, we didn't talk about anything like that, but you know what? For you all doing such a fantastic job, you're welcome to take the horns. Just give me a moment here. You see he climbs on top of the thing's back, and he pulls out a dagger and starts chopping at the monster. And after a bit of time, he wrenches out this massive heart, and says, "All right, got what I came here for. You guys go ahead and take the horns, and let's get out of here."
So I look at him. It's just like, is that his heart? What? That's
Yep.
rather morose.
That is his heart. Indeed.
What do you want his heart for? As in,
That's-
probably in the process of tearing out the horns with everyone else, I assume.
Probably the
This is not
same
my
reason that
technique.
you want its horns.
It's just like, well, we want the horns because they sell for money. Are you going to sell the heart for money?
That's none of your business.
I nod my head. I'm like, well, I'm just saying that kind of contradicts the thing that you just said.
Fair is
And
fair. We
I-
didn't tell him why we're meeting the Welsh, the
Yeah.
Welshes. So fair is fair.
Yeah. Does he still look injured?
He's a little like, I mean, he also took 12 damage from getting spiked by a bunch of fucking vines. So yeah, he's a bit hurt.
Yeah, I slap him with a cure wounds.
Okay.
It's 2d8 plus 3.
He gives you like a nod of respect. He's like, "Thank you for that."
Presumably this will get him to full. Yeah, that's 19, brother.
Okay, yeah, he's
those are 10s.
tip
Those
top.
are the wrong die.
Oh,
Those-
those are 10s.
Those are 10s, not 8s. Yeah, it's 8.
Okay.
I can look for 8.
He's feeling a little bit better. He takes out like
Uh,
another like big health potion, takes a swig. This will do the trick.
All right, we take a quarry, and then at that point, I'll just kind of keep pestering. I'll be like, "You did this for you. You didn't do this for anyone else. Like, should we tell other people that we did this?"
Oh,
checking.
please do not worry. The world will hear of the tales of Robert the Great and how his companions here witnessed my great accomplishments. Do not worry. I will make sure everyone knows.
I'm more referring to like the farmers in the area. Like, should they be aware we killed this thing?
Oh, they will be very thankful. Trust me. I'll make sure they all know who saved them.
I nod my head, and I'm like, "No, okay, sure,
Just
that's what you're gonna do."
Another title to Robert the Great. Robert the Great, Slayer of the Lurker, Defeater of monstrous giants.
Nod my head. It's like, well, if you could also tell Christina Walsh at the same time that you did that would be great. Make sure
Absolutely.
you emphasize we were here. Maybe drop the name Luckman Walsh in there.
What do you think sounds better? Robert the Great, Slayer of monstrosities, or Robert the Great, the Unkillable?
I think the Unkillable is probably better.
Okay, great. I like how you think. All right, now is there anything you chaps want here from this corpse, or can we get on the road? I'd rather get back before nightfall.
Oh, just the horns, I think. But if you could give us a couple minutes, maybe we can let you know about anything else. And I look at Kale, who's the best at survival, and I'm just like, is there? Do you think there's anything else we could probably take from it? Like maybe it's nuts, good for like an aphrodisiac or something.
Do I roll for that?
Why
What's the
don't you
roll for
give
that
me
next?
you can do a survival again and see if there's like anything useful like that might be like embedded on the creature.
So I roll a 20, right?
Yeah, you roll that d20 and then you add your survival to it.
Like, is its meat even edible? Like, can people eat this?
18.
18. All right. So with an 18, you search around on the monster, and you find where its nuts would be, like under one of the sack. You find a like rough ruby, just kind of like embedded in there, like a nice size, like fist-sized ruby.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm watching
Can I
you
wash
do
my
this.
hands after this? Do I have to roll for that?
Your hands smell a bit rank. You might want to wash them later. But the ruby's worth about 250 gold.
All right.
So just jot that down on your loot. Nut ruby.
I am writing exactly that.
As you do that, I'm just gonna kind of point. It's just like maybe just cut off his nuts anyway. Maybe we put those into a bag.
You need a
Just
really
like
big
sell
bag.
them to some noble somewhere.
All right, well, I'm not gonna cut its nuts off.
They just look at you. It's just
That's
like, well, I'm not gonna cut its nuts off.
All right. Well, since nobody wants to cut the nuts off, and we have a nut ruby, I think you probably got all that you really need.
I look a little disappointed that Kale didn't want to cut off his nuts.
All right. Robert calls out, "Are you guys ready yet?"
What? Oh, do you want its nuts? Just checking.
No, I'm good. I got what I need.
Are you sure that I'm just I goad him for a little bit and then we leave.
Okay. All right. So, you guys basically just head back to the cart, uneventfully. You're a bit tired and strained from the ordeal. But you get on the cart and you ride back to Anchor. It takes a couple hours, as it did this morning. And it is getting pretty dark. It's about, late dusk. As you guys are kind of rolling into the town here. Robert doesn't really say a whole lot other than he kind of mutters to himself, coming up with like new names, right? Just kind of like new titles and stuff, like Robert the Amazing Giant Slayer, Robert the the Unkillable. I like that one. That one sounds good. How about Robert the Savior of the Farmers? No, that one doesn't sound so good. And he's just kind
I'll
of
help
like
him.
talking. Yeah, you help him.
Yeah, I'll help him. I gotta
All
keep
right.
good relations with this guy if we're gonna keep trying to milk him for access to the noble quarters.
All right. Yeah, he appreciates you assisting him with coming up with names. And eventually you guys get to, a little bit into the town. And Robert's like, well, it's a good job that you guys did today. Here is payment, of course. And he hands you a sack of 500 gold for a job well done. And he says, if you guys ever want more work, I will be sure to let you guys know because you did such a good job. I'm always looking for good help. I hope you guys will be in town for quite some time.
I look at everyone else who's like, we should leave. I'm like, maybe we might be.
Well, I'm assuming I'll find you guys at the Lucky Fish if I need you, and if not, then I hope you are, well wishes on whatever it is that you peasants do. Anyways, I'm gonna get going home now.
As he leaves, I'm like, don't forget, tell Christina Walsh, we were here, we did a great job. Luckman Walsh. You tell
Yes,
her.
yes. Luckman, wait, Walsh?
Yeah, we've been talking about this whole time. You didn't realize?
No.
Okay.
He looks like thoughtful for a second. He's like, huh. Okay, anyways, I'll catch you all later. And you see Sir Robert turns. He raises one hand, seemingly preparing to make one last little grand speech about his triumph legacy and burden of greatness and such. But he doesn't quite finish his sentence. There is a thunder crack, and his head bursts apart in a spray of blood and bone. You see the lurker's heart slips from his hands and lands wetly in the street. Across the road, high on a shadowed roofline, you see a figure watching you. 2 acid green eyes burn from beneath a dark hood. In his hands is a clockwork rifle. Then the figure steps backward into the smoke and vanishes.
I turn to everyone else. I'm like, well, it's a good thing we got paid, guys.
And that will be where we conclude tonight's session.
Oh,
roll
jeez,
for a
Rick,
new
you
pair
really
of
blew that
underpants
guy's
after
head off.
Alrighty. We finished up just in time.
That was good. That was good. I had a grand old time.
Well, I will say it is good to be back doing this. I've missed playing D&D, and it's kind of like perfect because this was like the next arc in the campaign. So it's, I guess, out of all places where we could have ended, this wasn't a bad one. So yeah. So the mysteries of Angkor continue. So-
is it green eyes, clockwork,
Yeah.
demon, clockwork rifle, green-eyed demon. Very good.
You had to figure, all the towns we've been to so far have been small. Everything is nice and chill. Once you threw some money into the picture, the place was going to be crazy. This is the richest town we've been to, and it's also the craziest town we've been to.
Technically,
just got-
Wildwood also had some rich districts. You guys just never ended up going into them. This one's more of just
yeah.
like
You
a
were too
very
far.
distinct class difference.
Yeah, they're very classist around here.
Yeah. Well, give me just a moment, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us Saturday evening. The plan is going to be every 2 weeks. We're going to do a D&D stream, extra stream on Saturdays. Sorry again that I wasn't here this week. I was just super busy with work, but I'll be back to a normal schedule next week. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. It was so fun to be doing this again, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Till next time, my friends. Bye-bye now. Later. Bye.